class. Say hello to Billy Madison.
Hello, Billy Madison.
You want me to take my shirt off for you?
No, thank you.
Okay, baby.
What up? Good morning, Billy Madison Show. Billy, that's Derek. That's Helping Handout over there, Nard. And his charity event still going on right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we're trying to help Nard out. We're trying to get to our goal.
Not helped him out. We've helped him out, yeah?
Yeah, but we got to get to our goal at 2,500.
Well, I think we would have done that.
I don't know.
I think, if he had a proper cash app.
Right, but that didn't work, so we got to push everybody to his Venmo.
There was like $1,200 that he didn't receive.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have it properly set up.
No, Cash App only allows somebody.
Well, you should have been ready to roll.
I didn't know we were.
I know,
we
so that's why
told
we're
you.
pushing everybody.
No,
I did tell you.
What do you mean you didn't know?
Okay. I told you to do a GoFundMe.
Like that's what I'm going to spend my weekend doing, getting your charity thing set up. Like, shouldn't you get your own charity thing set up? You do everything else. You couldn't do that.
No, I mean I had.
Oh, rascal!
Like, damn. Can I have a week? Like, you were finally home with your family. Could I enjoy mine? Like, my family was like, hey, like, are we done with this Nard thing yet? Or it's kind of been dominating our life. I'm like, yeah, I think so. I think he'll get his own little charity thing set up, ready to roll. No. No.
So we do have his Venmo
so I appreciate
set
that,
up.
Nard. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the Venmo set up. I can give it to you right now. I think we're at about, more than half of our goal, so that's good.
Yeah.
We just got to reach the other half, and then, then Daniel will be happy.
We really don't need to. Like, it's fine. I'll take care of the other half.
No, we can't do that.
I got it. It's fine.
Come on.
It's not a big deal. Let's just move on before we sound like some weird-ass show.
How do you feel about that, Nard?
Please help us, please. Please, we're in desperate need of help. We're giant losers. Please help us. We're losers. We're just giant losers. Donate to Loser Boy over here.
Oh, God.
Helping Handout.
Yeah, please.
Nard says, lend a helping handout.
Anything can help, sir. Anything helps. It all adds up, sir.
It does.
It does.
Right.
Super fast.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to do another show of that.
You don't want to do that anymore.
I don't, Billy. I really don't. I'll just let me take care of the rest of it, okay, please? Before I kill myself.
Okay.
Out of embarrassment.
All right. But it is up there if you'd like to help.
Sure, it is.
I put it on my Twitter.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to see it, as well as it's a sad photo of Nard looking at his bank account.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He's got it down.
I don't have
Look at that.
down.
Mm-hmm.
No, Derek, look at this photo of Nard looking at his bank account.
Yeah.
Look at
what
that.
the hell is that?
Yeah, he's looking at it and just like disgust.
Right.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Did you panhandle it all yesterday?
No, I worked.
Oh, you worked. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Did you cry to every passenger you picked up?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Did you beg for tips?
Oh, you only cry to us? You don't cry to them? Why don't you cry to them?
I let them control the vibe.
Mm.
Yeah, Derek.
Man,
Let them control
I love
the
when
vibe.
I love when I get an Uber, and right when I get in, they start telling me their hard luck story. That's my favorite.
Oh, what a fun ride that is.
Yeah, like just trying to make it. Everything, my lights are shut off.
I like getting in an Uber or a cab, and then I hear all these crazy. They used to be in the CIA, or they were a special ops.
Oh yeah.
They used to be a big business owner.
People just be like just crazy stuff. Yeah.
It's like,
I love that. Like, oh man, this is what a treat this is.
I remember getting in a cab, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm a millionaire. I just like to do this to talk to people. I'm retired."
Oh, you were driving the cab?
No, I wasn't driving the cab. It was a cab driver.
Oh, and he was. Well, I mean,
it's possible.
It is possible. It is possible, for sure.
What's up, Cody? Did you donate to Nard's fund?
No, I'm not going to. He's a grown man.
They're calling Nard the sponge.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, what
Nard?
What you need to do is take that money and donate it to Driscoll Children's Hospital.
Yeah, and I would like to, but you know,
Who cares? Nard can live in his car.
Well, I mean, he does have a kid.
Yeah.
I love how there's just so much Nard hate.
I
Yeah.
don't know why.
That is my favorite. You don't know why?
No, I literally did nothing to Cody.
Yeah, well, no, it's not just Cody. It's like, people in the audience, too.
Yes,
Nah,
people
I
are.
just love it how it's split a little more, you know what I mean? It's not so like when Nard was first here before he stabbed us in the back, Nard was untouchable.
He was.
Nard was a god. I really couldn't even I couldn't mess with Nard because the Nard army would come after me.
Yeah, they did.
Now he's definitely
like
got
that.
he's definitely
a
got
villain.
He's got enemies.
Well, and this person said they really want you to show that you're a wiener.
Mm.
I agree with Derek. Make the show look bad.
I mean, it wasn't a great look.
They're saying, Nard, close your mouth, bud.
Nope, never.
Cody's right.
Mhm.
Butt hurt Nard is what they're calling him.
I'm not even.
I don't think it would have made us look bad, but we were the ones having to beg for Nard. Like Nard wouldn't even beg for himself.
That's true.
Nard just sat quiet over there.
Yeah, let us do the work.
Right.
All the grunt work.
Instead of Nard being like, okay, I appreciate you setting the stage. Folks, let me beg. But no, it was us begging for
Oh.
Nard.
Nard would have walked away with 10 grand before he stabbed y'all in the back.
Yeah. No, Nard is, I love Nard.
That's definitely a blemish on his record.
It's a one-way street, though. Nard doesn't love us.
What?
I feel that.
I'm kidding, Nard. I'm just trying to make you laugh again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to make you feel good.
Make you interesting.
Yeah. I'm trying to rile you up.
Wow, you're a little boring.
Yeah. Is this
Sick or
pancreas
something?
going to kick back on ever? Or
I'm
are
assuming.
we just going to get this ho-hum?
Nard
Oh,
stabbed
hum.
y'all in the back. Remember that.
Yeah.
Freeze his account.
When does the entertainment come out of this?
I don't know. It's pretty entertaining to hear all these comments where they're like, I'll donate to his funeral.
Yeah. That makes him feel good, right, Nard?
Oh, so good.
Billy, take that money and go get yourself a blanket.
That's funny.
You guys are doing a good deed. Keep it
Mm.
up.
Hmm.
They called you a POS.
I don't care.
Nard, you're in a place you can't afford.
All
You
right.
need to move.
It is a nice house. It's a much nicer, terrible part of town, but pretty
Rents due.
decent house.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah. Keeps it clean. Psychotically.
People want to know what happened to your blue bag of cash. You used to have a blue bag of cash in
he
your
did
car.
this thing where he was he's spending on all these lawyers because he thought he was going to win this case that was unwinnable for him.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happened to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where all my money went.
Yeah, he had to pay some lawyers.
He had to pay some lawyers, right? He was fighting a case that, hey, guess what? Billy told him he wasn't going to win.
I mean, what else was I supposed to do? Just lay over?
Yeah, all right. This is what I told you to do.
Basically, yeah.
I mean,
basically, yeah.
no, actually.
She's going to spend money, too.
Yeah, I know. I understand that, but I told you the result, what was going to happen,
right.
and I told you how. Yes, there was. I gave you another option.
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
Before I left?
Yeah, I gave you another option.
No, but I'm saying, I was already in Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but I gave you another option.
What other option?
There was another option. She wanted something. You negotiate with
Yep.
her and go, hey, all right, I understand. Let's do the move.
Yeah.
If you can just, do this for me,
Right.
so we don't have to spend money in court, you probably would have got it,
Yep.
and everything would have been hunky
Because
dory.
remember when you
You
had the leverage?
I don't
That's
remember,
what leverage is called.
what the leverage was.
The leverage was she wanted to move somewhere,
Right.
and you were stopping her. That's why you blew. Do you forget why you blew all your money? You blew all your money because she wanted to move somewhere, and you didn't want her to move somewhere.
And I told you she's probably going to be
And
allowed
we told
to.
you she's going to be allowed to move that place, so you should now just negotiate with her.
Oh, no, I'd never.
See, he doesn't listen to anything I say.
Right.
Well, yeah, because she had to wait another year.
Still.
A whole nother year.
Hell yeah. And that was a pain in the ass for her, so that was great. It
But
was.
why?
She
But it's a
cried.
pain in
She
the
was
ass
crying
for
in
you
my
now.
house.
Who cares?
I do.
What's up, Veronica?
That's
Make me
crazy.
quit a job just so you can come back
Good
here
morning,
and
guys.
F a
Hope you guys
dude.
are having a wonderful morning.
Good morning. Yes.
I just wanted to say welcome back, Nard. We missed you.
Oh, thank
Or
you.
I missed you.
That's right. You was super
I
sick.
just wanted to give. I know, poor guy. I just wanted to give a shout out to Derek for being such a wonderful friend.
It's not
And
just
going
me.
to the
I get a lot of credit
hospital
here, but it's just
with me.
it's just as much Billy.
No, it's all him.
No.
I don't do nothing for him.
Oh,
No.
God.
No, I heard Billy wanted to visit, but I know I heard every morning how you updated us that you were. At the
I mean, I took photos live from the hospital, but
I'm
that's,
just more vocal about my help for Nard, so I get the credit. Billy's not a big credit guy.
I don't care. I
Yeah.
don't care. I want Derek to get all the credit, Veronica.
And really, I'm just joking
Well,
when I
I mean,
want the
both
credit.
of you guys.
but
I mean,
then again, I'm not.
I see all
But
the
thank
love-
you, Veronica.
I see all
Thank
the
you.
love
I
for
appreciate
Nard.
it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Nard doesn't
welcome.
have any family. His family's all gone.
Yeah.
They all got wiped
Yeah,
out by
I
the
heard that.
pandemic.
What? No, they're all in Oklahoma.
So
Yeah, they all passed away.
no, they're all gone
What?
from the pandemic.
Right.
So
right.
I mean, just
Oh.
COVID decimated his
Don't
family.
listen.
It
Don't
did.
listen to the haters. Don't listen to the haters.
His family
Nard.
wasn't
You're a
built for
great guy.
COVID.
Okay, they're still alive.
What do you think about Nard? Would you donate, Veronica, if Nard did an OnlyFans and showed his dingy dong?
I sure would.
Yeah,
I
see?
sure would.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
you would. You want to see it, right? It's kind of interesting, right?
Yeah, because I hear a lot of talk about it, so I want to see the proof about it.
Right, Nard? Come on.
Yeah,
There you go.
Nard, you having
Veronica
a good
wants
time?
to see it. Nard, you having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
No, we raised over $1,200 for you
Thank you,
yesterday, and we're
Veronica.
just busting your balls.
I know. I know you. Bust
Like,
my
and you
balls.
now you're getting mad at us
I'm
about
not,
it.
you're-
Like, that's crazy to me.
No, I'm not mad.
That's crazy.
What?
We can spend 2 weeks with you in the hospital. You come back, we bust your balls a little bit, and you're mad at us like
I'm
we're
not
the bad
even,
guys.
I'm not mad at nobody.
That's crazy.
He seems mad.
Oh, he seems very mad.
No.
Yeah, he's getting mad just because he's getting his balls busted a
uh,
little bit.
Quick shout out again to our sales
That's
staff.
crazy.
How wonderful they are, and they all donated to Nard. They know, I mean, this is a tough business, and Nard he comes here to work, and then he goes in Ubers, and he spends a lot of time with his kid. So and there's only certain jobs he can do because of his condition.
Right.
So everything helps. So I just want to give a shout out to the sales staff and everybody else that took time to donate.
No, that was very nice of him.
It's
It was
really
very nice of
incredible.
everybody that donated.
Yes, thank you.
Just because Nard has so much hate, there were a lot of people that
Because really, you're just
Hey.
helping us out financially, really, honestly.
anything that they don't cover,
Yeah.
we have to cover.
Yeah. So I appreciate it. I really do. You guys helped my kid eat this month, really. I'm able now to give my kid formula and stuff.
Well, Nard's not full time here, and I'll
Uh-uh.
tell you why he's not full time because
He left and the business changed.
yes, and unfortunately for Nard, the show didn't drop off a cliff. In
Right.
fact, the
so he
show
didn't
went
have
up.
leverage.
The show went up. We had the highest ratings we've ever had
Yeah.
without Nard, and so therefore there was no leverage. There
Right.
wasn't. We had
Despite what you personally think, if you personally are a Nard fan, you think the show's this or that, without Nard, it doesn't matter. What the facts were that our ratings were huge.
huge,
And
higher
so, like,
than they've
when you
ever
come
been.
back to when you come back to, you want to try to come back to a job, the job is like, what? Like, what? The building didn't even want him. They thought he's a liability. Like, HR, the GM didn't want him. Like, I basically just had to threaten them with, like, I'm not going to resign unless you guys bring back Nard.
That's what we did.
That's what I did. And Nard treats me this way.
What?
Dude, that's insane, right?
I'm
Yeah,
not
that
even-
Like,
is a
Nard gets
little
such
rude.
attitude with me.
I'm
He
not-
does
And,
like to get
look,
some too.
I laid it all on the line for him.
I don't even have no attitude.
Like, you've been having attitude all morning.
No.
You did. You slammed the door in my face when we were coming in the building.
Yeah, I saw that.
You did not.
No, for real.
I
for
saw
real.
that from
For real.
here.
He opened it to where he could just slide in. I was on his ass.
What?
I was right behind him. He opened it just enough for him to get in.
I
never seen anything like it.
no. I held it open.
I never.
and
You
then-
would have thought. You would have thought that I was like a person
You
of a
would've
different
thought-
ethnicity the
No,
way I was behind
you-
Nard like that.
Shut the hell up.
Like
Man, you're
Nard,
crazy,
Nard
dude.
You're an ass.
slid right in the door.
You're an ass. No, I held it open. I kept walking, and I was like, "Oh, I'm at the point where he's like, he could grab it." No, he's on his phone. He's on his backpack.
Yeah, duh.
I'm like,
Duh.
But I gotta keep
I
walking.
can't. You can't open the door for me.
I gotta keep walking. The door. I held the door.
Another
open.
accusation. The stream is saying, and you call Derek fat every day on the
Yeah,
stream.
you do. It's
Who-
crazy.
I call him fat every day on the stream.
Yeah.
To everybody on the air and on the stream.
do
Yeah.
not.
Well, no. He does it. He does it off the air, personally, to people.
I do not
Jeez.
either.
Yeah. He texts people this.
Text people.
Facts, Billy. They're like, yeah, he calls Derek fat all the time.
I wish. I want to get that security footage just so you can see what a liar Nard is.
Yeah, I would. Love
I really do. I'm right behind
No,
him.
I know he slammed the door right
I'm
on
right.
you.
I'm basically in his back pocket.
Yeah, it was
I don't know.
insane.
I saw how you made it.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me take a quick break. Got a fun show today. We'll be right back.
855-FU-BILLY. Back to the Billy Madison Show.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
We're going to give you $1,000 coming up. $1,000. That's coming up. Give us about 38 minutes. Give you a shot at $1,000. I also have Stained and Breaking Benjamin tickets to give away. Very nice, very nice. Nard has to have a couple surgeries coming up, so we do have his Venmo open just because he's going to miss work. He's got to have that gallbladder removed. Told you to stay off that Ozempic, those monsters. Is that water in that thing?
Yeah, it is.
Yes. You listen.
I tell you, I've been drinking a lot of water.
I know. We got to watch that sugar. Getting too sweet, if you know what I mean. Right? Getting a little too sweet.
A little too sweet.
All that sweet tea.
Right?
He came in yesterday. No sugar.
No.
He had a mocha, which has about, 100 grams of sugar in it. One of those Starbucks mochas, the big giant ones in a glass. And then he's like, I just had a brownie. And I got this Gatorade. I ain't had no sugar.
Yeah.
Crazy person.
Crazy.
I'm like, no, that's like a week's worth of sugar. What? What do you mean? Like, that's going to hurt you. And then I was talking to Johnny Walker. He had his gallbladder. He's a guy that does a lot of the digital and, he's...
Nard doesn't know.
Yeah,
dude,
well, whatever.
Bald dude.
Anyway.
Takes bad pictures.
No, okay.
I do know him. Yeah.
Well, he had his gallbladder removed also. So you're going to have to watch it because he said you're going to crap your pants.
I'm going to crap my pants?
There's going to be foods that you can't eat.
I mean, yeah.
Because it'll make you poopy.
It's just like Ozempic.
I love how Nard's got a vendetta with him over bad pictures.
I know. He's mad because he made Nard look so
Super
stupid.
bad
Oh, yeah,
angles.
the guy that, has bad angles.
Yeah. This person says that we'll do your surgery out in the barn.
Okay.
So if you want that,
Easy peasy.
you guys need
Oh,
to
my
get
God.
Nard.
Say something else stupid today.
Water.
Say something else stupid today.
Easy peasy?
Please.
You don't like easy peasy?
Please. Say it again.
I mean, it does sound stupid on our show.
Easy peasy.
That's the first time I've ever said it.
Easy peasy.
Man, it's all that zaniness.
God dang, man.
And then
You guys like zany?
no, we don't.
Oh,
When?
I don't know. I'm just throwing it
When?
out there.
Yeah, I'd like to know when that happened.
Please point out Mr. Zany to me. Easy peasy.
So
Lemon squeezy.
See,
doctors
that's a good one.
reveal
God,
exactly
you're so
how much cheeks you need to reduce your risk of cancer. So you need a certain amount of cheeks.
Okay.
They estimated between
Like different women?
I don't know if it's different women, but if you're in a long-term relationship, chances are sizzling sex slips down on your list of priorities.
Mm.
I have an interesting take coming up about something similar to this. I think it'll be
Cancer?
what? No, it's not cancer.
Oh.
No, it has to do with this. When people try to research the biological effects of sex versus no sex, they're usually assuming good sex. But as a sex therapist, I mostly hear about bad sex, which I'll define here as whatever isn't making you feel good. They see a fair number of sexless couples who used to have bad sex and who tell me bad sex was worse than no sex at all.
Okay.
If sex is good when they have it, there are ways in which abstaining might affect our well-being. So orgasms strengthen your pelvic floor. So this helps the ladies out and the fellas too. Otherwise, you pee your pants. You got to have a strong pelvic floor to keep you from peeing your pants. And then you don't have all that dribble.
Oh, that's what does it?
Also,
Is a strong pelvic floor.
abstinence is bad for your memory. That's why grandma forgets stuff. That's why you go over there and she calls you somebody else's name because nobody's giving grandma the hammer.
Right.
Right? Before, when grandma was being taken to Pound Town, she knew your name, asked you about school, asked you about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Minute she got a little old, not being taken to Pound Town anymore, her memory goes.
No, yeah, you're right. When I was little, all she did was call me Derek Michael. And now that she's older, she calls me JW, DJ, Those are my brother and my uncle. Like, she calls me every name but mine.
But yours. And that's
Yeah.
because she's not getting, pounded out.
Right. All right.
Also,
I thought it was dementia or something.
no,
but, you
no.
know,
It's a lack of good pounding.
I'll have to let her know.
Let her know. Be like, Grandma,
Hey, Grandma, guess what? I figured out why you call me everybody else's name first.
we're having a little bit of cognitive decline. You need some D, Grandma.
Yeah. Grandpa will love that.
Sex can also cut anxiety. The people that are just getting booty, getting cheeks, ladies that are getting wiener, they don't seem anxious at all.
Nope. Not at all.
In fact, sex will make you live longer. So this is kind of nice. So if you want to live longer, you gotta and think about it. It gives you something to look forward to.
I mean, yeah, but isn't there lots of things to look forward to?
Did you know that staying sexually active in later life reduces your risk of a heart attack?
Yeah, but
One study suggested sex equates to mild or moderate physical activity, such as climbing 2 flights of stairs or walking briskly. Losing your erection can be a sign of heart disease, cholesterol in your arteries, and diabetes. Around 50% of men have erectile dysfunction by the age of 50. And some
embarrassing.
have problems sustaining it, or it's just not very strong. 10% by the time they're 50 can't get one at all. So also, does no sex worsen menopause signs? Let's be blunt. Yeah, it does. Women will suffer from vaginal atrophy post-menopause. It contributes to the decline of the vaginal elasticity. So, yeah, you got to hump it out during menopause.
Even if you don't want to.
Getting intimate can aid your sleep. And for the dudes, men who crack one off 21 times a month have a 31% lower risk of prostate cancer. Plus, it builds up your immune system. Now, how do you cope with a dry spell? I don't know.
Hookers.
Hookers, I guess. Yeah.
Do the Bill Belichick.
Oh, speaking of that, have you seen, if anybody's following this, Bill Belichick is an old man. He used to be the coach of the Patriots when they were a dynasty, when they were just Super Bowl after Super Bowl. But he's got this 24-year-old girlfriend that I guess is running the show.
Yeah, he's a hostage.
And that they're accusing him of being a hostage.
Right. Well, they're starting to accuse her of being a call girl.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
she gave
saying
off that vibe bad.
They're saying that she's a Miami hooker.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. That's what, some of the reports are saying.
Because
For sure.
earlier in their relationship, she said that they met on a plane and blah blah blah. So
Mhm.
why wouldn't she say that? Well,
But then they asked, and she said, we're not talking about that.
exactly.
So
Unless they-
they're getting away from the plane story for
Okay.
whatever reason.
Well, maybe the truth is coming out. You're saying that there are reports which are not verified,
no.
but in some circles they're saying she may have been a call girl in Miami.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. That's where they're saying.
And he
they
might have
met.
been on vacation in Miami or something, and then, or looked her up.
People are even trying to tie Robert Kraft back to it because of, the things of him.
The
at
happy ending
Yeah.
places.
They're saying,
Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots.
These guys are just getting hookers. That's what they're doing. I don't know. I don't know if she is or not.
It would make sense.
It would make a lot of sense. It would make a whole lot of sense. Because obviously he's a guy, he's got some money and stuff like that, but their relationship always seemed weird unless she's a hooker.
Well, I mean, he's really old. She's really young.
Yeah.
It would almost make the story better if he had to pay her to do it.
Well,
we
all know he has to pay her to do it.
Because it's just not realistic that she's into him.
Yeah, I mean, nobody thinks that. But if she's an actual, she's not just being one of these girls that's just weird.
I mean, the way he dresses, he looks like he pays for it. He had tore up shirt for the interview. It's like you can't wear.
Yeah,
a
that's
suit.
always been his gimmick.
Yeah, I don't care.
That's
Come on.
always been
Why
his
get
thing.
mad at Derek?
He's
No,
a football coach.
I'm saying about him. Like
well,
he's an
well,
idiot.
he's a football coach.
It doesn't matter.
Like, he's still coaching. He
Yeah.
coaches the University of North Carolina.
But you still have to at least present yourself in a nice.
He doesn't have to do nothing.
I think he was trying to present himself back as a football coach is what he was trying to do.
Thank you, Derek.
Yeah.
No way.
No, that's exactly what he was doing.
He was trying. His image was getting away from him a little bit, and he was trying to recorrect it back to I'm a football coach.
It's wild seeing them together. Did they ask him about the yoga they were doing on the beach?
He did, and he got uncomfortable. They asked him about the mermaid picture. They asked him about everything, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm on social media, but I'm not on." So, basically saying like, "Yeah, there's posts of me, but I don't keep up with it." Is what he was just. Basically, he was trying to say, "You're not going to get anything out of me about it." That's all he was saying.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm posted on there, but am I following the comments? Do I have thoughts on it? No, I don't care. I'm having sex with this hot-ass girl.
Is he
at the interview?
Is he having sex with her?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it would be crazy if he wasn't. And
with
he was
her attitude?
Yeah, with her attitude.
Oh, it can't be good, though.
With her attitude?
Yeah, I imagine he can't even talk during it.
Wow.
It just can't be good.
I bet it's great.
It just has to be girl on top.
That's it's exactly how I'd live my life. If
If
I
you
was
get-
Bill Belichick, I'd do the same damn thing.
How old is he? 72?
Yeah. With a hot-ass girl like that.
Just on the beach?
Yes.
You'd act like a mermaid, too?
He didn't act like a mermaid. He was the fisherman.
Oh,
She was the mermaid.
Okay, I thought he was out there being a mermaid.
People would
A
have.
merman.
People would have definitely. He'd be under a conservatorship if he was the mermaid. Like, his family would have been like, "All right, we need to get you somewhere."
Where is his family?
I don't know, because he's got a
He's
daughter.
got some kids,
He's
right?
got two
the same
sons.
age as them.
Yeah,
Oh, she's way younger than his kids.
a little bit. Some of them. He definitely has kids that are older for sure. I think his daughter's older. I don't know.
Well, maybe they can pal around.
Yeah, it's hard to say because he's trained his family well.
There's
like
no way that she likes all the naps.
Well, I don't know if he naps.
Oh, he naps.
I mean, he's on the go. He's got to get a college football team turned around.
I know, but he has to be so tired when he gets home.
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know. I thought he was going to try to get back to the NFL, but I just don't think that's going to happen anymore.
He's too old.
Yeah. Even though he can still coach better than most of them.
He can. Gen Z drivers most likely to get into heated arguments in the car.
Yeah.
Most likely to use phones while driving. So they're most likely to get into an argument in the car and also the most distracted.
Yeah.
It's a problem, though. When you're at a stoplight and then people are like, "Oh, I'm bored at this stoplight. Let me go look at my phone."
And then you're like somebody, they're almost relying on people to honk at them to let them know the light's there.
Yeah. And
Like
then
they don't even care.
Then one car gets through a light now.
Yes, right. Because by the time they look up after somebody's honked at them and then, oh, man, some of these lights, you're right. Because they're so quick.
It's a problem.
It is. No, it absolutely is.
And when they're looking at their phone, they're driving slower.
Yes. Oh, yeah. You'll catch people that are like, I swear every time you see somebody that's doing like 60 in the far left lane, and when you pass them, it's not like an elderly person or something like that. It's somebody that's literally on their phone.
Just looking at their phone.
Yep.
And what I noticed is men are just as guilty as women.
No doubt. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because men are very feminine now. So it makes sense.
A little bit.
Oh, absolutely. They're in there, I don't know. It's usually a guy that, like, I don't know, works at a cell phone place or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I swear it is. Does his nails.
Oh,
there's a lot of dudes that are getting their nails done.
I mean,
nothing wrong with that.
What?
What do you mean, what?
No, they're getting manicures, mani and pedi.
I don't know if there's nothing wrong with it.
No, there's nothing. It's really nice.
I've never got my nails done.
It's just
You've never-
unnecessary.
No,
It's
I've never gone in.
unnecessary.
No.
I wouldn't spend the
very
money on that.
Like, we need to stop
mean?
trying to
It's-
compete with
it's-
women
it's-
to be
it's like-
better looking than them.
It's only like $15
No, it's not.
just to get your.
No, it's not because my wife's always like, "Oh,
Well, yeah, because
let's
she's-
go get a pedicure."
she's getting like polished and stuff on it, and then colored. Like I'm just saying, like just get your normal.
You know what polished is?
Yes.
Yeah, he knows it all, man.
But like, if you get the extra, yes, it's gonna cost $35.
Yeah, I don't want none of that.
Okay, if you're just getting your nails done,
I don't know.
and
I don't know a girl that gets her nails done for $30.
They're like $100.
if you're
Yeah.
getting fake nails that are like 10 inches long,
No, they're
then
like
yeah.
Nard. To
What?
get a
But they
girl's
gotta have
nails
jewelry
done
on the nails
are
too.
like
that's
$100.
Oh, that's
it's
ratchet.
insane.
I love it. Oh man, when they have like little dangly things like on their nails and they clickety clack them together, I get a boner.
See, I smell poop.
Ain't nothing better
I,
than when they're just like being a bitch, like with their nails, and they're like clicking them together. I fall down that TikTok rabbit hole all the time, where it's just like chubby girls with big boobs and like these ratchet nails. It's a dream of mine.
do you like to watch them eat like hot Cheetos?
No. Oh yeah, sometimes.
Right? How they hold a hot
Sometimes.
Cheeto or
I
a
never
chicken
thought
wing
I would like that, but sometimes it's not bad.
when they have the long nails and are eating a chicken wing.
Yeah. I also follow this like Nard who does like mukbangs, and it's weird. But I just can't get over the fact like he has all of his teeth, but it's almost like he's all gums. It's the strangest thing.
Yeah.
Reminds me just of Nard. He wears he's like a adult, but there's like something, and he wears like adult glasses, but they go like all the way off the back of his head. Like when he puts them on, you know what I mean? Like the part that goes over his ear, it hangs off the back of his head by like 6 inches.
Damn.
It's insane. It's like, can somebody get this guy some kid glasses or something? These adult glasses are way too big for him.
That's too bad.
Yeah, it's hilarious though.
There's somebody went to, I don't know if it was a Broadway show or some sort of play or whatever.
Yeah.
So they go to a Broadway show and they open a can of tuna.
Right.
Because they bring tuna to the show and they're going to eat tuna. Now the entire place starts to smell like a tuna can.
Okay.
Have you ever been to a movie or been on a plane and somebody brings nasty ass smelling food?
Yeah.
In a very confined area.
I mean, fish is definitely one of them. I've worked somewhere where they brought fish for lunch that I guess was leftovers or something. They heated it up in the microwave. I've been places where they heated up broccoli in the microwave and stuff, and it just
Broccoli smells like ass.
It smells so
Yes,
bad.
it does.
It smells like a
Broccoli is
fart.
amazing.
No, when you cook broccoli, it
Yeah.
smells like a fart.
It smells
Never-
terrible.
No, it does not.
Yeah, you don't know what a fart smells like?
I do, but I know what broccoli smells like. It doesn't smell like a fart.
Yeah,
Yes,
it does.
No, it doesn't.
Absolutely, it does.
It really doesn't.
It
Mm.
does.
It's so good.
Nard's wrong again.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know how you even argue that.
Look it up right now, dummy.
Look up at
Yeah,
broccoli.
look up.
And
Why
like,
did-
how do
why
you
does-
know? Like you,
why
I've
does
been to your
broccoli
house. You
smell
don't
like a
even have
fart?
pots or pans.
I've cooked.
You've
stuff.
never cooked anything.
Yes, I have. What?
Only meth.
I went through the drawers. You don't even have a pot or a pan.
I do too.
You don't.
I do. I got.
You
I
have
got,
one bowl,
I
3 plates,
I got
and
it.
a glass.
No.
You have 0 pots.
You have a lot of mason jars,
0
though.
pans.
I don't have no mason
Yeah,
jars.
you do. You got a bunch
You
of
got
mason
quick
jars.
trip cups.
I do not have quick trip cups.
Yeah, bro. Like I saw it.
You did not.
I saw how you live, like in real life. It's crazy.
All right, look it up. Cooking a
looking.
broccoli smells like ass.
It's crazy.
Cooking
Homeless
broccoli
people
smells like a
have
fart.
more pots and pans than you do.
No way.
I swear. It's
Nard,
embarrassing.
when went into your house, I swear I could see dead people.
No, it's somebody's been killed in that house before.
It's so haunted.
By
It's
Nard.
furniture.
No doubt.
Do you know how to spell fart? It's N-A-R-D.
Well, no, I have broccoli.
This dude is balling though. He's got a whole sauna in his living room.
You have a sauna in
He
your
has a
living room?
sauna
Yeah,
in
it's
his
my
living
mom's.
room. Yeah,
What do you mean a sauna?
It's a sauna.
it's like a little. It's like a portable sauna.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got that in his living room?
He does.
Yeah.
That has to look like a hostage situation. If
Well-
a girl goes in there, she's not coming out.
He probably puts it up before she sees it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Where do you
he
put
just
it?
busts it out and then
What do you mean where I put it?
It's got to be huge.
it's not. It's
just-
weird, but it's portable.
You said it in it.
Yeah.
I know. You're setting it.
No duh.
It's not that big.
No duh. No,
Yeah,
d-
your
you
head-
said it.
yeah,
No
your,
duh.
Your head sticks out.
Your head sticks out.
All right. Less than 20 minutes away from a shot at $1,000.
to the Billy Madison Show.
Yes, we got $1,000 that we're giving away. Less than 12 minutes. Could be yours. Stained and Breaking Benjamin tickets today as well. Imagine being such a horrible person that you've been banned from having a girlfriend. But you go to court and they say you can't have a girlfriend, sir.
Yeah.
Sex pest, banned from having a girlfriend after horror act with hidden camera. This guy was caught recording his 65-year-old neighbor changing in her bedroom with an iPhone stuck to a vase of artificial flowers. 65-year-old woman. This guy was 49. He's like, I want to see that. He had 40 hours of intimate recordings of her in various states of undress. He was later caught sneaking around inside the property by the woman's daughter and her partner. He confessed that he had done it, admitted to having romantic feelings for the victim. And now he's been banned from having a girlfriend. Like, sir, you cannot have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
We should ban Nard from having a girlfriend.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, he's got to get out there. He's got to make that money.
Yeah, he's got plenty of girlfriends. Don't let him fool you anymore.
Well, you can't be fooled. Not with all
He's
those.
not Captain Single.
Well,
What? I'm totally single.
with all those women that were going in and out of his house, you're correct.
Yeah, right.
Derek was telling me. He said that things were moved around. It was kind of scary there for a while.
What?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And just, the amount of girls in his phone.
What, guy can't have, like, girls as friends? That's
No,
weird.
yeah, I think we've proven that, right?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
There's no such thing
Yeah,
as...
there is.
Right.
I'm
No.
friends with married chicks.
That's
friends with,
crazy. If you're a husband out there and you let your wife be friends with Nard, what's
Why?
wrong with you?
Yeah, that's insane.
Why not?
This
Whoa.
guy, he just wants to hump your chick, right?
No.
Oh,
Look at him over there. Look at those teeth. Look at those dentures.
Come on.
That's ridiculous.
You can see Nard's dentures. Okay, the Green Goddess wants to know, how the hell is Nard able to be a whore?
I don't
How
know.
could he not? He's not.
Well, that you got to blame the ladies out there that are giving it to him.
It's not like he's bad looking. Come on, let's be real about this. Nard was a model.
Yeah.
I mean, he had to pay people to, say that he was a model. He had to pay the agency that he was signed to. They didn't
Thousands
pay
of
him.
dollars.
He had to pay them.
Wasn't it John Casablanca?
John
Something
Casablanca,
like that.
yeah. But, he was a model.
The
They
arrogance.
don't just take everybody, right,
Nope.
Nard?
Nope.
Derek,
Billy knows. He was a model.
the arrogance. Yeah, but I didn't sign up for nothing.
No.
I was just hanging
He
out
got
at a
signed.
bar.
Yeah, they put you in underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
That's what models do.
I
But-
know.
Hey, look
You
at
wouldn't
this.
know nothing about that.
But this dude
Yeah.
sought out John Casablanca
Yes.
and paid that. Said, "Here's a bunch of money.
His
Make
parents
me
wouldn't
famous."
pay it. He had to pay it.
Yeah, I did.
And
His
it was
parents said, no, you're an idiot.
thousands of dollars.
Right? Did they more or less?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you forgetting that you're a Norse?
You ain't gonna make it in Hollywood, son. Oh, man, that had to be the funniest conversation.
Now sit
I'm
down
gonna be
there.
a model, Daddy.
Yeah.
Had to be hilarious.
And I wish...
Daddy, I
there's
want to
a
be
few
a
that
model.
I wish I had, tokens for where I could go back in time and watch this conversation
I would
play
use some of
There
my
wasn't much
tokens
of a
for that.
conversation.
I would.
He just took the high road and didn't say nothing to me.
Yeah.
Daddy,
But he
I
did.
want to be a
No.
model.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, my God.
You want to do what, son? Do you understand that we're a long line of Norses?
Right. We work, son. We're not models and actors.
We don't have them, what you call, smarts or looks.
I want to be a model, Daddy. Take me down to this modeling session.
Drop me off, Daddy.
Yeah. Hold on. First, I have to pay them thousands of dollars.
Yeah, and they're going to make me famous.
And they're going to give me a picture of my head.
It was a good time.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, that's all that matters.
That's it.
That's it.
Do you
Yeah.
remember the
As
time
long
when,
as you had fun.
I did.
when Nard told us that he was in a Super
I
Bowl
do.
commercial?
I
We
do.
watched the Super
was
Bowl.
true.
We watched the commercial, and there's no Nard in the commercial.
No, there's not. And it was one of those ones where it was like, you know how the local channel has like, they get like 30 seconds of ads like at halftime or something. That was when it was. And you couldn't even see Nard. Nard claimed to be a distant, like, you know, background character.
Yeah.
Listen, this was at a time where you could pause the TV, zoom in, everything. Couldn't see him.
He wasn't anywhere.
No.
And he would point to, he's like, I'm right there.
Yep.
Still couldn't see him.
Still couldn't.
A sick stalker in a trench coat sprayed a mom with a semen syringe.
It's been a while since there's been a semen attack.
So this guy, look at him.
Yeah.
Here's his face.
Oh, man. Just looks like a nice young man, to be honest.
Just looks like a normal guy.
Yeah.
But
Wouldn't expect it.
This guy was such a creep. He went as far as to put his stuff in a syringe and then spray it at a woman.
Yeah. I am surprised that stuff like this doesn't happen more. Just because, you know, guys are really weird.
Well, I guess this guy stalked multiple women.
Mm-hmm.
He's 22 years old, and now he has pled guilty to 4 counts of stalking, sexual assault by spraying a woman with semen from a syringe, and possession of indecent images of a woman engaging in sexual acts with a Dalmatian dog and a horse.
God dang. It does. These are the stories, though, where I'm just like brought back a little bit and reminded, oh, yeah, girls do have it a little bit tough.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Because they have to deal with these people.
Right. This guy, this pervert.
Guy. This is the guy that they have to stay on the lookout for. You know, they're just at the grocery store or whatever, minding their own business. And this guy's coming up to a syringe.
Okay, you know what never happens?
With a syringe, you know.
As a man, you know what never happens?
What?
Being at the mall and then some woman just randomly is like, I want all these people to see my knockers.
Right.
And she'll just, you know, airdrop her knockers. That never happens,
Yeah.
right? That never crosses a woman's mind.
Nope.
But a dude, you'll just be at the mall and you'll get an airdrop and it's just a D pic. But that never right? Like, women don't ever do that.
No.
I'm not saying y'all don't have any flaws, but I'm just saying.
No. Yeah, I'm saying, like,
you got your own things. But
that does suck to have to deal with that.
It sucks as a man to deal with, you know, because it doesn't just go to women's phones.
No.
You'll be at the mall and it's like, what is that? Oh, that's some dude's wang.
Yep.
Do you see, in another instance of gray-on-gray crime, an 88-year-old woman is accused of fleeing the scene after plowing her SUV into a mobility scooter of a 77-year-old victim.
And she drove off?
Yeah, who was thrown from the electrical vehicle, hospitalized for her injuries.
These accidents happen, but God, oh my God, the bugshot's wild.
Yeah, 88 years old. Looks like a wig she's got on her head.
Like, normally they stay. They don't leave.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I feel like lipstick, you got to stop wearing it at a certain age. Or
I didn't even know they still wore lipstick. I thought.
No, grannies love to wear lipstick.
Oh, yeah. Girls
love
more
it.
do like a little. I don't even know what girls do, to be honest.
I don't know, but I know grannies will still slap on that lipstick, and it looks crazy.
Yeah.
Granny lipstick is wild.
It doesn't do anything.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Not.
All right. So I got $1,000 in less than 4 minutes. Hang on.
Back to the Billy Madison Show. 1-855-FU-BILLY.
You got another shot at $1,000 coming up 2 hours. That's pretty nice. Also coming up in the program, men are asking women for NBA-style 4-year marriage contracts. If we don't want to renew, you're free. You're a free agent, free to do what you want to do. I got a theory, and I want to know if anybody backs me up on this. So I'm not taking calls now. Give me like 20 minutes. But I got a theory, and you tell me if I'm off base. I think women make better girlfriends than wives, and men make better husbands than boyfriends.
Facts. Facts.
Is that true?
100%.
Anybody want to back me up on that in about 20 minutes?
I'm right here.
Okay. Again, women make better girlfriends than they do wives, and men make better husbands than they do boyfriends. It's just a theory I thought of yesterday.
What a great theory. But totally true.
And it had to do with this NBA-style contract. So if that's the case, where you just, after a few years, you're like, hey, do I want to renew? We're in a contract year. You know, does she step it up? Right? Does he step it up? You know, so we can renew this contract? Or do you have an off year? I mean, I've always been a fan of this. Well, I should say, I've always been a fan of the people that are like, hey, I'm in this to make your life good, and if the other person is in this to make your life good, then you'll have a great marriage. If you're just in the marriage for yourself and the things that you're going to get, it's not going to work out. And I understand that, you know, there's this feeling that women profit from divorce. Not too many men leave a divorce with more than they came with. However, you do see a lot of women that will leave a marriage with more than they showed up with. So, and there was some guy, and I've seen these different videos online. They talk about how the richest women in the world got that way from divorce. So, and that's facts. There have been some very, very successful self-made women, but a lot of women accumulate wealth through divorce. And so that's very scary for a man. And I started thinking about all these things, and I'm like, you know what? Is it possible that women make better girlfriends than they do wives? Because when she's your girlfriend, she wants to do everything for you. Right? I mean, that's probably the honeymoon phase is when she's your girlfriend. Because she wants to do everything.
Yeah, that's when...
Do you get the best version of her when she's your girlfriend?
Yes. No doubt about it.
Than you do when she's your wife?
No.
Do you get the worst version of her when she's your wife? And the same thing goes. You might have a boyfriend, and he's kind of flaky, might cheat on you a little bit.
Yeah.
But then once he becomes a husband, he takes it serious.
Right.
And maybe, you know, I think men make better husbands than they do boyfriends, and women make better girlfriends than they do wives. Just a theory. We'll hear what you have to say.
Right. Well, the ladies will let you defend yourselves. Like, maybe you don't find that.
Yeah, maybe you feel like,
maybe you're like, no, he was much better as a boyfriend.
Yeah, or I was way better as a wife than I was a girlfriend.
But one thing you can definitely, mark as fact is that the guy is definitely better to you before you have sex with him. No doubt about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Before you have sex with him, he's probably the sweetest man you've ever met.
Yeah, but if the sex is badass, he'll continue to be
No, it doesn't matter.
super nice.
That doesn't matter.
I think it does.
That doesn't matter. Once you hit it, downhill from there.
Okay.
It is.
No, I
it just
agree.
is.
I agree with that.
Once you hit it, it is downhill from there.
It's like drugs. It's never like the first time.
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
Yeah.
100%.
Billy, drugs, when you take them the first time, they're awesome.
Oh, I call them funny business.
Yeah.
The only girls I'm ever mean to are girls that I've had sex with.
Well, that's rude.
If I have had sex with you, I'm super nice to you.
But once you've had sex with her, then you're like,
Oh my God, I'm the
monster.
meanest of mean.
Yeah.
So this woman cheated on a hardworking man.
Now, I hear a lot of women stand in my courtroom and they're always saying, well, the reason why I did this or the reason why I did that is because they were working. Now, that's a good thing that he's working.
Okay.
Especially when he has 2 children to support.
Yes.
Yeah, you do hear that a lot, where the hardworking man, maybe out of the house a lot because he's working, trying to provide for his family, and then he gets cheated on.
And a family, so what was wrong with that?
He was working all the time, and it's still to this day, it is still like that.
But I'm saying, what would then lead you to sleep with the roommate?
Just 2. It was just 2, because I...
Just 2?
Just 2.
She's like, it's just 2, Your Honor. I only slept with 2 other people besides my husband. It was because he was working so much, and these roommates, they didn't have as much going on. They didn't have as much grit and determination as my man.
Yeah.
They had more time on their hands.
The point, I didn't want to be at my mom's house. I didn't care if I was with him. It was just to be away. And I just...
But you weren't away because you were in the house where he lived. Was this during the time that your daughter was conceived?
Yes, ma'am. It was for 4 months. And
around that time, after I found that out, I moved her out of there and still took the benefit of doubt and forgave her for what she did. I got us an apartment there on property.
After she cheated?
Wow.
You still... Now
because
you're moving
she was
her out?
pregnant or what?
You think like she's going to change because you move?
He's trying to do the
Well,
right
no,
thing.
he just, in case he is the dad, he's probably just like, well,
You're stuck here.
I better do the right thing.
And I would work, and I would work, and I would work. And she ended up still...
She would hump. She would hump. She would hump.
Yeah.
She ended up still going back to that guy's apartment and going to see him again.
Really? And Mr. DeLeon, you kept taking her back?
What can I say?
Duh,
I guess I
even
took
the
it for benefit of the doubt and forgave her for it because I supposedly
no.
these are my children.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear that from the judge.
And you kept taking her back?
Just making you feel stupid in front of everyone.
Yeah, poor guy. That's too bad. You said you put all the audio up.
Yeah,
correct?
everything you're looking for is the top videos in row 3.
Row 3.
So
Okay.
you got cheated on hardworking man.
Do you have that women don't know how to use toilet paper?
Yep, that's
What?
about 5 down.
Yeah.
Women toilet.
Yeah, they don't know
How
how to
hard is it to use it?
Well,
can I play the audio,
Yeah.
sir?
Yeah.
All right.
I am convinced that women do not know how to use toilet paper. If you
We learned yesterday that women can't make machine gun noises.
Right.
That was pretty fun. And today now we're learning they can't use toilet paper. They
Mm.
don't know how to use toilet paper. What they do is they just take a roll of toilet paper and they wrap it around their hand like they're making a mummy out of their hand.
Mm.
And I guess that's not the way to do it.
you're going to go to the bathroom, number 2 styles, show me how you go about using the toilet paper, please.
So what you do
Mm-hmm.
is you take it
Mm-hmm.
and you do this wrap thing like this, all right? And then you pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. And then you wipe like this.
And then you put it in the
Toilet.
So that's not how you're supposed to do it.
yeah. It's not?
Oh my gosh. That is why we've been running out of toilet paper so fast.
So do you put you wrap your hand with the toilet paper?
I mean,
Well, Nard, I know that you don't wipe your ass.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, but
Sure.
Chris, do you wipe your ass?
All the time.
Okay. How do you roll the toilet paper to wipe your ass?
I just grab some of it and just kind of.
This is disgusting.
Put it in a ball or what? What do you do?
Just
Wad it up.
wad it up. Yeah, crumble it up and then wipe.
All right. So you don't
I
fold it. You don't fold it in there like a, I don't know, like you're folding a towel.
No.
No, well, Derek.
Billy, I'm not discussing with you how I wipe my ass.
Well, they're just saying that women don't know how to use the toilet paper
You
properly.
do the
Disgusting.
mummy, don't you?
Shut the hell up.
He does.
He
the
does.
Mummy.
He definitely does the
woman
mummy.
girl.
First of all,
You
I
do the woman girl, as Nard said.
don't need 8 squares or however many this is, but I probably take, let's say, this amount of squares. You fold it once. It's Charmin Ultra Soft. It does not. You fold.
See, it's multi-layered anyway, so you don't need to have all these other layers. So you're wasting the toilet paper, which that's why. Yeah, if you do, anybody live in a house full of women?
Yeah,
I guess you go through toilet paper like crazy.
that's fine.
Every time they take a dump,
Is
they
that
use
a problem? Like, I
and-
don't even care.
Well, it is a problem. I guess if you're trying to save money.
Fold it one
okay.
time. You wipe.
Okay.
You
that-
fold it again. you wipe.
I feel like there's
You fold it
your hand.
again. You wipe.
Again?
Yes. And the longer, the more squares, the more times you can fold it. And guess what? At this age of 33, I'm like, I don't get it on my fingers. But if by some crazy chance I did, that's why we wash our hands.
So, yeah, I guess he's saying that women don't know how to use toilet paper.
I mean, I guess if, they're just wasteful. It's not a big deal.
A little wasteful.
Like, so what? This guy's really, that's just, we're nitpicking at that point, boys.
This woman.
There's plenty of stuff to bitch at women about. I don't know if that's one of them.
That was just, he was just pointing out that, it's possible that women don't know how to wipe their ass.
Right. I'm just pointing out, like, fallback playa.
So this woman cheats, but she loves her man.
Tell me your biggest secret.
I'm cheating on my boyfriend with like 5 other guys.
I'm confused how he doesn't know.
Because I have a separate account.
Well, why not just break up with your boyfriend?
Because I love him.
Because I love him.
Well, why would I do that? I love him.
I like her honesty.
I love him.
Some might argue that she doesn't love him.
There's no way. If she's got 5 dudes on rotation and she's got a boyfriend, she doesn't love her dude.
That's hard, especially with 5.
I mean, she does.
Is there a
love him?
different? Okay,
No.
let me ask this though. Would it be different if she just had one dude on the side? Does it make it different because there's 5?
There's no way that she has that much to spread around.
I mean, if
I
she's
don't
still
know.
seeing him at a decent amount as a full-time girlfriend, then yeah, she loves him.
Well,
but some would say like you don't love somebody that you could hurt that like that, and that's
True.
a fair argument.
That is
I used
very
to think the same.
Well, she's
fair
not
argument.
hurting him. She's not telling him that she's cheating on him.
Right, but you're risking like crushing this person. So it's like, do you really love a person that you would crush like that? I don't know.
You're more selfish and you love yourself more than you love that person.
Mm-hmm.
You care more about your needs than hurting that person.
Yeah. My chick all the time, she's like, you never show me that you love me. And I'm like, I don't cheat on you. And she's like, that's not it. She acts like that shouldn't count.
It shouldn't.
And I'm like,
What do you mean it shouldn't?
That should. That's how I show you.
What?
By
That's
being
By
loyal.
not cheating on her and being
Yeah,
loyal?
Loyal. That's
what-
showing.
That is showing.
No.
I'm
Yes.
on Derek's side.
No.
Going to work every day.
I've
paying
changed
the
my
bills.
opinion about that. I've changed
Not cheating.
I used to think you could cheat and still love the person.
He's a changed
And then
man.
Billy one time pointed out, he's like, if you hurt a person like that, like you can't really say you love them. And it's just like, you're right. Changed my outlook on it.
Right? So now, he's a
I
loyal man?
I just thought it was being a man. You're going to go out and get yours. It's not a big deal. But yeah, if you can hurt a person like that, then it's hard to say you really love them.
Right. And if you want to sleep with other people, if you care
Mhm.
about the person you're with,
Yeah.
then you'll just break up with them.
Yep.
That's what you do before you go out and hurt them.
Yep. So now I just like their pictures on Instagram, and she still thinks that's cheating. I think that's ridiculous.
That is.
I'm like, hey, it's just looking, Beyonce said you could look as long as you don't touch or something.
Did she say that?
I swear she said it in a song.
So is it okay for your girl to like other dudes' pictures?
Hell no.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Well, you said
Don't be
Beyonce-
disrespectful.
you
Don't
said-
be.
I mean, that was really rude.
Beyonce's not talking. Beyonce's not talking to women. Stupid ass. Have a guy come out and be like, "You can look, just don't touch."
That's so. There are women out there that just go through social media and just like men's
They
photos.
better not.
Yeah, I think
They do
so.
that?
Yes, I think so.
They're like, I like this photo. I like
Yes.
like a man. You know how a man will be
Because
like,
they
that's
want
a
that-
fat ass. Those
they
are
want
big
it in their
boobies.
algorithm. If they see a hot dude, they're gonna like, boom, I want that in my algorithm.
Better
Oh.
not.
Better just be
Better not.
recipes.
Yeah.
Better just post your baby.
Nope. It doesn't
You
matter.
better just be a
She could
mom.
She could post her baby and be a mom, but
She better not be liking dudes while she's on the
if
same
she's
app.
liking, or if she even
She's a
comes
mom
a-
after dark.
If she comes across another dude's page, then that's gonna be in her algorithm.
Nard, make some more cases
He
for
said
my girl to
alligator
like
rhythm.
dudes' pictures
Alligator
so I could choke you to death.
Yeah, he is making excuses.
Yeah, make
so that
excuses
your
for
wife
my
can look
chick
at
like
other
dudes'
dudes'
photos.
I feel like it's not
So
fair
I
that he
can
can
rear
do it.
naked choke you to death.
You don't think it's fair that Derek has to come to work, pay all the
I don't
bills
think
and
it's fair
everything,
Derek
and that
can
he
sit there
gets to
and like
look
a
at
girl
women's
in a
photos?
fat ass bikini, and then
A
come
fat ass bikini.
Yeah, and like she's gonna have a fat ass with a bikini on most likely because it's getting close to summer. And I'm seeing that, and I see that.
Why don't you give away all Derek's secrets?
You know I'm a boob guy.
I know, but you're an ass guy too.
Stop it.
He's a woman man.
Yeah. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to spread the show out there. That's all I'm doing.
No, you're not.
I can't believe you're
Sure
not
I am.
defending your man Derek over there.
No, he's defending my chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she should be able to like hot dudes' photos.
Yeah. It's
Like,
only
cool,
fair.
man.
But you
next time I'll be like, just kill him, Methodist. Just kill him. Let him die.
All right. So men are asking women for NBA-style 4-year marriage contracts. I thought of this. I want to know if anybody agrees with me that women make better girlfriends than they do wives, and men make better husbands than they do boyfriends. Next.
1-855-FU-BILLY. Back to the Billy Madison Show. The Billy Madison Show.
Yeah, Billy Madison Show. Welcome. Chris, we have another shot at $1,000 today, right?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, that's so nice. I also have a woman speaks on why married men stay with women who cheat on them. So I have that coming up. It's kind of awful. And I guess a nurse probed after posing for some inappropriate photos and filming them while being at work in her uniform. They're saying that a nurse is the hottest profession out there.
Hard to argue with that.
Yeah.
In the uniform?
Oh,
Is that the hottest profession?
I like it.
And clingy girls are hot. Anybody agree with that?
Oh, 100%.
And then we have to talk about how 100 men versus a gorilla. We talked about it yesterday. It was undecided. I have audio of a man that breaks down how a gorilla could beat up 100 men.
Yeah, all right.
Easily.
Man,
Did you know that a gorilla can lift 2,000 pounds?
No.
I believe it.
Easily. They can easily just lift 2,000 pounds.
I mean,
we could not. Their skin is so thick and their muscles are so dense that you wouldn't even be able to get them.
I just feel like, I've got my ass whooped by like stepping in like an ant pile and stuff before. It's just like, those are ants. It's like 100 humans couldn't handle a gorilla. I feel like the equivalent's kind of like,
I don't know. Have you ever seen a big giant wasp?
Mm-hmm.
It would whoop my ass several times.
Yeah.
I run. And that's one. You're telling I run from
It's
a
like
wasp.
we're at the top of the food chain. 100 of us couldn't take out a gorilla?
No way. There's nobody brave enough that's going to initiate contact with that gorilla. There's no way.
There is somebody out there.
No,
there
there's
is.
not.
Yes, you had that one dude hit the what was it?
I don't know. It's your comment.
I know. I'm trying to think.
God dang.
Yeah, but if you can't think.
Yeah, but you can't think, man. We're screwed.
All right, what were you going to say?
That hit the
what
thing that jumped up and down.
What?
I can't remember the name of it.
The kangaroo guy?
Yeah.
Come on.
You got that guy.
That's not comparable at all.
Yeah, it is.
Man,
the guy
just
that
a
saved his
rambling ass
dog,
dude.
Yeah.
The kangaroo had the dog in the headlock and he ran out there and punched the kangaroo.
Exactly.
That's not comparable.
Yeah, it is because they're just as buff.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
No, they're
Their
not.
arms are smaller.
You think a kangaroo's comparable to a gorilla?
No.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
not
send
even
you home.
close.
Why?
I'm gonna send you home for the day.
Why?
Gallbladder needs to get taken out immediately.
Yeah, and then take out that small little pea body brain.
But why can't you compare the two?
What do you mean, Nard?
Have you ever seen?
What do you mean I can't compare a kangaroo and a gorilla?
Because you've never seen them
You're
fight.
an idiot, bro. You're an idiot. A kangaroo stands no chance against a gorilla.
Yeah.
That fight would be over in 2 seconds.
Bro,
Back in like the 20s.
Are you serious?
They used to box kangaroos. Nobody ever boxed gorillas.
Put a kangaroo up against nobody even ever thought about that matchup because it's the dumbest matchup of all time.
A gorilla could just take its one arm and its other arm and rip your arm off clean. No problem.
A gorilla would literally have the kangaroo slamming on both sides.
Have you
by
looked
its
at
neck.
a gorilla's teeth?
Like, come on.
Yeah, they could bite right through. In fact, did you know that a gorilla can put their giant hands on your head and crush your head like a watermelon?
It's not even like you're crazy.
A gorilla would whoop your ass using the kangaroo.
Yes.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Like,
He's
I
just,
mean, come on.
I don't even want to do this
All right.
anymore.
So
He's
men
such a
are
moron.
asking women for NBA-style 4-year marriage contracts.
Yeah.
If we don't want to renew, now you're a free agent again. A lot of people feel that this is a good idea. Is this the secret to a slam dunk marriage? Over
wouldn't like it.
50% of marriages end in divorce anyways. So it sounds like a joke, but it's actually real. I think we need to do marriage contracts like NBA contracts because you are signing a contract.
It is.
And I think it's the only lifelong contract.
It is. But it's like, that's why I like it.
He explains that it would, logistically look like having a 4-year deal with clauses, an option to renew after the 4 years. There's also, I forget what country it is, But whatever you bring into the marriage and whatever you buy with your money is yours when you leave the marriage. There is no divide the assets 50-50, none of that stuff. Whatever you bring to the marriage, whatever you buy during the marriage with your money is yours. Sure. And if they choose not to work and not do anything, that's on them.
Okay.
Because, and they believe that to be fair because men aren't just going to work and then coming home and doing nothing. They're doing yard work. They're cleaning the house. They're doing all these things, right, to try to make the home much more harmonious because that's what women have asked for. They've asked for men to cook and clean and do all these things, so men are doing that. So if they're working and cooking and cleaning and, taking care of the kids, they're doing all those things. Then when you get a divorce, she's like, oh, I want to take half your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yet maybe she didn't have a job or wasn't as motivated as the guy was.
Yeah.
And so should she deserve half the stuff when she sat rode the bench a lot and really didn't participate in the marriage?
Well, no. I mean, if she rode the bitch a lot, then no. But there's just not a lot of marriages like that anymore.
Well, there's this clip that has gone viral about 50% of marriages, over 50% of marriages ending in divorce, and so we need to reevaluate it. We need
I don't
NBA.
like re-upping every 5 years, though.
Why not? It's a
don't.
contract
I
year.
don't.
You're
Yeah.
like, oh, well, you got to put on your best performance during a contract year.
I don't like it. I don't like the stress of that. Of like, okay, contract.
Okay.
Because it goes both ways. Like what
Sure.
the girl could then put you, like, oh, this is a contract year for you. Imagine if Chris had that stress every 5 years.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Men are under a contract year every year of their marriage when women initiate 70% of the divorces if they're not college educated. If they're college educated, it's 90%. Men are always in a contract year in a marriage when if you're a woman that goes to college, 90% of you will initiate the divorce if you want one. So men are always in a contract year.
All right.
That's my thoughts.
I mean, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah. So men are always in contract year. You better have a job. You better be helping out around the house.
Yeah.
And there's another thing that they call it the gray divorce, where men are they're just getting slapped with divorce papers because she goes through menopause. She decides all of a sudden she doesn't like you anymore.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it's not good for them.
I wouldn't mind that because it's just like, who wants to live with a woman that, is like that?
All right, but so
nobody.
I brought up this thing where I said that women make better girlfriends than they do wives.
Facts.
And men make better husbands than they do boyfriends.
Facts.
I think one of the reasons is, and they're like, well, why is that? Because I think women go into a marriage thinking they can change the man.
Mm-hmm.
They can, if they get married, they can change the boyfriend, and then he'll be different.
Yep.
Men, I think men change themselves. They get into a marriage, they're like, all right, I got to take this serious.
Well,
now,
we treat
am
things
I wrong?
better that we own instead of rent.
Okay, that's the dumbest thing, Nard.
Damn it,
but
Nard.
that makes sense, though.
Nard?
What?
It's just a theory.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Anybody agree or disagree? And maybe women are like, no, I made a way better wife than I ever did girlfriend.
I don't know. Girlfriends are badass. Like, they're really badass.
Okay, what
They work so hard.
Wives are really not that cool.
A lot of guys will say, like, cheeks are the best.
Yeah.
During that phase.
Mm-hmm.
The gifts
the
are
excitement.
the best. The excitement.
Just
they'll
the
initiate.
weight.
Okay, not the weight.
Things like that.
The exercise is what Derek was saying.
Yeah.
That's rude. I'm just curious. Zach, do you agree with my assessment that, women are better girlfriends than they are wives, and men are better husbands than they are boyfriends, and that's part of a big problem that we have?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No doubt. You're nailing it on the head with it. It's exactly what you're talking about. It's the pressure that a man feels. Like, every single day you're waking up and you kind of feel like,
men are always in contract year in their marriage when they're not the ones that initiate the divorce. So when you talk about, over 50% of marriages end in divorce, it's because the woman wanted out. It's not because the man wanted out. He didn't want out of the contract. She did. So he's always in contract year. So it would benefit a man to have one of these NBA style contracts.
I mean, it makes sense on paper what you're saying. The argument you're making is good.
Well, so put it this: what if in my scenario, guys, my wife, it's amazing. The first year is great. After 2 years, she just stops putting out. Like, at what point then does my Phil Jackson cap come on? And I'm thinking, why am I fighting every single day to get the sixth man award? She's out there, I don't know, two nights a month, maybe
2 nights a month,
maybe one road game every 2 months. Load management.
That's awful. Anybody agree with this? Was your wife better as a girlfriend than she is your wife? And maybe women are like, you know what? He was kind of a terrible boyfriend, but he's been a badass husband. Is that?
I would like confirmation.
I would love confirmation.
If it's not, either
or
way.
shoot down this theory.
Yeah. But I definitely think it's good.
Yeah,
I think it's a great theory. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only way.
So you're saying that your current wife was a way better girlfriend than she's been a wife?
Absolutely. Well, before the ring, that's what it was. It was like, it was Travis Hunter. It was going for the first round. It was like, let's get drafted. The second, actually, I'm so sorry. That was disrespect. Jamarcus Russell is a situation. So many dudes are going through this. It's 1-1.
Damn.
Marriage comes up. Honeymoon. Training camps. 50 pounds overweight. And what the guy's kind of screwed in that situation. So,
yeah, I mean, what's the recourse if your wife is like, hey, I don't want to give you any? What's your recourse? I mean, there's nothing. But if it was a contract year and everything that you bought during that marriage, everything you paid for, let's say you bought the house, whatever, then it's all yours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then there might be some motivation to put some effort in.
Yep.
What's up, Douglas? Do you agree with Zach?
A little bit.
Well, Zach was saying that his girl was way better as a girlfriend than a wife. Have you ever experienced that?
Yes, and here is why. Women go into marriage expecting a man to change, and he doesn't. A man goes into a marriage expecting the woman not to change, and she does.
Oh, man.
Right?
Facts.
Because a man does not want
I want
her
to marry
change.
this person right here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. No, you're right.
They act like they act
That's a
when
good
we were
one,
dating,
Douglas.
and they stop it, and then they expect us to become this husband and not act like we were acting when we were dating, and we don't do that.
No, ladies, here's some advice. The man that you marry now is the man that you're going to have 10 years from now, 20 years from now. That's just the dude. You just got to accept it.
He is, yeah.
That scariest thing for a man is what? That his woman's going to change after they get married because they've heard all the stories.
So it's just like, man, what is her? You got to try to figure out what her evolution is.
Well, thank you, Douglas. Well, and then so you're so excited because you got this awesome girlfriend that you want to have her forever.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Yeah, you're dating this cute little Pikachu, and then she evolves into a Bulbasaur.
Mm-hmm.
To a T, guys. Men are just like, it's like drafting. It's getting a left tackle that 10 years you got. Like, the guy's going to show up. We're consistent, and they can expect that. We're going to work hard. They're a running back. Are they Reggie Bush, or are they,
They're just going to fizzle out after a couple of years. I would love to hear. I got a couple ladies calling in. Mary.
Oh, I'm surprised.
It's just a theory. Just a theory. So we were saying that women make better girlfriends than they do wives, and men make better husbands than they do boyfriends. And
I think that's terrible. I'm wondering what kind of marriages these are. Are these marriages?
Well,
normal American
they're
ones.
talking, like an American marriage. I think what they're saying is that men hope that the girlfriend that they have now that becomes their wife, she never stops being that girlfriend. And women are like, hey, I like him, but I can change him.
No, I don't think that's what it is.
Why is it that women initiate the majority of all divorces? We're just trying to figure it out.
I think it goes back to that therapist lady you guys were talking about, whether it's good or bad. They're like, okay, maybe he'll get better if I teach him.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You want to change the man. Isn't that what we
just said?
Let's go to Star. I'm pretty sure that's just what we said.
Yep. girls are so dumb.
What's up, Star?
Hey guys, how you doing today?
Good. How? What do you got to say to this? Is this accurate? I mean, is this all fudge, as Nard calls it?
Fudge.
That's what he says. Man, it's all fudge, guys.
Accurate.
It's accurate?
It's a little bit in between. It depends on the person, really. I've been married before, and I initiated it, but he had it coming down. He cheated, and then attempted to cheat.
Well, okay, was he a cheater before?
He was not a cheater before.
And did you gain
I mean,
weight?
but do you? Okay, wow, Nard.
That's what happens when you get married. They get on the injured roster list. You're stuck with them until they have to either lose it or leave.
He's a jerk.
Did you make him the cheater? Is my question.
I mean, he was probably a cheater, Star, before.
If he
And
did,
maybe he didn't pick up
very
the
well.
signs.
Yeah, because while we were dating, doing the tryouts, I'm trying to be the wifey material. He's trying to be the husband material. Everything's great, all hunky dory. And then,
Well, I always see these articles and stuff. Don't give a man wife privileges until you're a wife.
You
So
gave him something to make him get a backup quarterback.
I mean, I see those. I don't know if that's accurate.
When I was in college, though.
Well, thank you, Star. Appreciate it. Let's go to Donna. I knew this was going to be controversial. What's up, Donna?
It's really not.
Hi.
So is that accurate? Is there any truth behind that maybe women put a lot of effort in while they're a girlfriend, and then, maybe as they become wives, it's not as fun for the guy? Whereas, you know what I mean? It's mismatched, where the man's a better husband than he is boyfriend, but she's like, oh, I can change him.
I think we do try to change the men. That is one valid point. But as far as the up for renewal, as far as the contracts go, not all men live up to the potential or honor their part of the bargain. And
I agree with that.
Like it was a contract,
But then you guys would have a way to get out
Hold up
early.
mine.
But you guys always have a way to get out. That's why it's always contract year for a dude, because women, by a large percentage, initiate the divorce. So every year is contract year.
But I also think that women will tolerate a lot more than a man will.
I think men tolerate way more than a woman does. Because
Mm.
men don't initiate the
I don't
divorce
know.
and they don't quit.
Donna, what if your husband
Because
just
they get
stops
half.
trash after 2 years?
Who gets half?
I didn't ask for anything.
Good.
Right, but the man, no dude walks away with cash and prizes from a divorce.
No. And I think men get the raw end of the deal. I think they do. I think it's unrealistic to expect a man to lose half of everything and pay child support to the point where he cannot support himself. I think that's just unrealistic.
Well, it was realistic when the equal options weren't available for women as far as employment, pay, those type of things. So then, yeah, that was fair because, usually then it wasn't like the woman was going to live awesome. But now
they are.
when everything's as equal as it's ever been, right? That doesn't make a lot of sense that this dude should, like, Chris had to go live with his parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're taking
Nard had to go live in a
advantage.
car wash.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate it. Let's go to Lex. What's up, Lex?
Oh, you're not the same person you were 10 years ago. So how do you expect your spouse to be? You're supposed to grow together,
Right.
not grow apart and have whatever kind of fake turmoil comes out.
Well,
I'm saying this as a married woman. You're supposed to grow together with your spouse.
all right, but do you wake up every day and go, how can I make my husband's day better?
no,
And
she
does he wake up every day and go, how can I make my wife happy?
Yes, we both do.
See,
We
that's
both thrive
that's
having a
that's
happy
the
marriage,
best advice
happy
I've ever
home,
heard.
Happy kids.
Yeah, then your kids are happy, everybody's happy. But if you wake up every day like, hey, what is my spouse going to do for me today? Right? It's going to be bad. All right, so many calls coming through. 1-855-FU Billy. We'll be right back.
to the Billy Madison Show.
'Cause I don't need no apology.
Yeah, Billy Madison Show. All right, it's just a theory. Could totally be off base. Could be the dumbest theory ever. But I was thinking yesterday, because they were talking about how marriages, we need to have NBA-style contracts. After 4 years, you can re-up the marriage if things are going good. And if they're not, then everybody goes and leaves their separate ways. And a lot of people are saying this would be good because, as women are the ones that are always initiating divorce because, and if you think about that, if they say women, college-educated women, 90% of them initiate the divorce, 70% if they're not college-educated. You're saying that the man is at fault, right? Because you're the one that's initiating the divorce. You're giving up on the marriage. And so I was thinking, I was like, well, damn, is it just because all men suck? Or is there another possibility that, men make better husbands than they do boyfriends because men have more to lose when they're a husband, right? You would hope that they would become a better person because they have more to lose. And women are better girlfriends than they are wives.
Yeah.
Because they have more to gain when they're a girlfriend. I don't know. It's just a theory.
No, it's accurate.
And then they get bored when they get married.
I mean, that's a possibility.
That's the thing. There comes a time in a wife's life where she's like, is this it?
Yeah, I could see that. This is my life.
Then she
I'm
starts
stuck
resenting
with
her husband.
This
Right.
big pile of idiot.
Yeah.
This doofus. There's got to be more to life than
Yes.
this guy. Yeah, I can see it. But, do men stop putting effort in when they get married? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe a little.
Maybe. What's up, Brittany? What do you think?
I've been married for 6 years, and I believe I personally made a way better girlfriend than a wife. My husband, on the other hand, I think he's gotten better. He stepped up. He finished school. He's now our main provider. He was there during the darkest times of, the beginning of our marriage when we have now 2 beautiful sons, one with special needs. They were both premature. We were in the hospital a lot.
So you're agreeing with what I said is that you were a better girlfriend than you are a wife, and he's a better husband than he was a boyfriend.
Yes.
Wow.
100%. Yes. And I even said, I'm so sorry. I'm with having kids, life, I'm getting older. And he's just he tries to spark it back up. Remember when we were dating? Or remember we would do this? And I'm like, yes, we were wild while we were younger. We're still young. I'm in 35 and he's 29. But, we did have a wild side when we first started dating. And we were, crazy. And we still love each other and all that. But, times do change. You change as you get older. You have a family, you have kids, life, the economy.
Sure. Well, what made you a better girlfriend than a wife?
I think it was the chase. It was, staying fun and flirty. And
Did you initiate intimacy way more when you were a girlfriend as opposed to a wife?
Oh, 100%. Oh, yeah.
I think she's too hard on herself.
Did you bleep the bleep way more when you were a girlfriend than when you were a wife?
Oh, yes. And, yeah, of course. And away games, everything. We were crazy, and now it's just come on. It's I got to get up early with the kids or something.
So you're just hurry up and get it over with.
Yeah, I love my husband, but, and he does a lot for us, and he's gotten better 100%. But, at the beginning of our relationship, I was the provider, and, after, COVID and all that, he stepped up and said, I don't want you to work no more. It's my time, when we already.
So after you guys got married, he stepped up and he worked harder.
Oh, 100%. And he's military as well. So he did all that on top of everything, and, works 3 jobs, and, so we don't have to worry ever, even though I still work. But
Sure. Well, it's nice to be right today, according to her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank the dude for the service and all that. What's up, Emilio?
Hey, what's going on, Bill?
What's up, buddy?
One thing I've noticed with this, because I've had past relationships, I noticed a big change is right after they have a baby. It's
That's
they
what
lock
Derek
it
was
in.
saying yesterday.
Yeah.
He said it's amazing.
But Derek's right on it. As soon as I noticed I've been in 2 other relationships, and I noticed as soon as they have that first baby, they change on you.
They do.
right away they try to take possession of you.
So
control-
are you saying that men should just make a baby and then move on to the next
No, I'm not
woman?
better that way.
Is that
no,
what you're
'cause then you
saying?
get child support. No, I'm not saying that.
Are
I'm
you
just
saying we need to abolish child support so that men
I
are
think
free
so.
to just go from woman to woman?
No, I'm not saying that either. You got to take care of responsibilities, but at the same time, the only one I haven't noticed was my wife's been crazy all her life since I met her. So she stayed crazy. But all the other relationships, as soon as you have a baby, they get over possessive. They try to control your bank account, where you could go, where are you. They
Okay.
just get
It's,
crazy.
he's saying that after. I didn't mean to call you she, but he's saying that after they have a baby, it all changes. What's up, Kenny?
Well, I think one, Billy, long-time listener, loves the show, but I mean, you're talking about my life right now, man. I'm
Really?
Let me lay a little groundwork here. I got 44, married for a while. I got an 11-year-old daughter, and got divorced. Lost my house. Lost all kind of stuff.
Jeez, you are a country song.
Yeah, no doubt. But anyway.
Are you saying that it was correct that she was a better girlfriend than a wife?
Yeah, we got when we got married.
And what you wanted was her to remain that girlfriend while you guys were married. You didn't want her to change.
Well, it gets better. She tried to change me. That's why she left me, and now I got a new girlfriend, long term, and she tried to do the same thing. She left, and she went to Kentucky, and I'm in San Antonio.
That can't be
and
good.
No, it can't.
Nope.
Well, it keeps getting better because right now, as we speak, she is on her way in a U-Haul truck hauling a truck that I bought for her to move back in with me.
Oh,
because she realized
you got one of the boomerang booty is what they call it. She realized it wasn't all fun and giggles in Kentucky. And that booty came back to you. Sometimes it will. Sometimes it will. It'll come right back to you.
Can't get lucky in Kentucky.
Thank you, Kenny. What's up, Jessica?
Hi.
So, your thoughts?
My thoughts are in respect to the gentleman that called, well, this past one as well, saying that women change. I've been married for 32 years. I don't try to change my husband. He had a mother. He doesn't need another one. I don't ask him where he's going. I don't check his phone.
I don't know if men care all about that. They want you to still be fun and playful after you get married.
Absolutely. And part of that is having date night. I mean, you were single and together a couple before you became parents. Me and my husband, we've been together 32 years, and we still go out on dates weekly, sometimes every other week. I know everybody's financial situation is different.
Oh, man, you should see Nard's financial.
Okay,
This guy. This dude has a Venmo open. He's begging for money right now. Wow. Well, thank you, Jessica. Man, no, this guy, he's a panhandler.
All right.
He's panhandling through your speakers right
Again,
now.
she said everyone's
with this
different.
Venmo.
She
It's on my
wasn't-
ex if you want to
All
donate.
right.
Little over an hour away from a shot at $1,000 and more. Got to take a quick break. Hang on.
back to the Billy Madison Show. 1-855-FU-BILLY. 1-855-FU-BILLY.
Yes. Coming up 1 hour, we got a shot at $1,000. I also got Stained and Breaking Benjamin tickets to give away. Let's see what else I got. I got audio of this woman that says, the reasons why men stay with women that cheat on them. That's real sad. A nurse probed after posing for explicit pictures, filming sex tapes for OnlyFans in her uniform at work. Now, you might have seen the memes run around that say nurses cheat on their dudes more than anybody else. That's the profession you got to watch out for.
Yeah, it is.
Most likely to cheat on you. Well, this woman was filming some OnlyFans content, and she even had her name tag on. And she's a nurse. Usually nurses make some good money, but she was profiting off the fact that she's a nurse. Because do men find nurses to be the hottest profession? Now, Derek said yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what Nard said, because he said,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I love it.
You love it.
It is sexy.
Well, you love a man and a woman in uniform.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Chris, is that the hottest profession?
No, I think, yes, it is.
Okay.
I
was
can't
gonna
think
go
of
with
another one
female-
for females.
What about a stay-at-home mom?
Mm.
What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
the hottest profession?
Yuck.
It could be second.
Derek said yuck. All right, what is, like, for men, is there a certain, some dudes were saying fast food workers. There's something about a woman in a fast food uniform.
What?
Ugh.
Oh, that's what Nard says.
I mean,
It could be.
some of them are pretty cute.
Yeah,
So-
but they smell like fries all day.
Oh, Nard would love that.
Yeah, who hates that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love
But
it.
like old grease? No.
I'm
All right,
good with
what
that.
is the hottest profession?
Oh.
Like, you could see, like, women would say, like, a fireman or
Right.
a police officer or a millionaire, those type of things.
Blue collar.
Yeah, something where they, work out.
What is that one they like? Linemen or something like that.
Right.
They love linemen.
Yeah, they do.
Where they were going down there and they were just finding linemen.
Yeah.
Linemen had to beat women off.
Right. Linemen's wives were like following the linemen to make sure that, no women were approaching them.
So, as we know kind of what the professions that women find to be attractive.
Yeah.
What about dudes? Where you're like, man, I like a woman that does this.
Oh.
That's hot. One of the things that men like about a nurse is that they care for others. So it's a nurturing type, situation.
Yeah.
But then a lot of men like the outfits that they wear and find those to be super sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Soccer wife. This dude
Soccer
says.
wife.
A female police officer.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
a
you're
lot of
into
times
that,
they are
right?
hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
This dude says a waitress. They're hot. Military woman finds them to be real
Okay.
hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of them.
Yeah, there is.
So you like that?
Yes. 100%.
And they do look hot in their uniform.
They do.
Let's see here. Waitress, this guy said. Waitress, another waitress. Wow.
Yeah.
They think
I like
that's
a girl
hot.
that switches jobs a lot.
Switches jobs.
Yeah.
This dude says a cleaning lady. There's something about him.
I don't know.
Sexy.
Yeah.
You can call in real quick, 1-855-FU-BILLY. They say that the nurse is the one that's going to cheat on you the most.
They do say that. They have gained a bit of a reputation for, nurses are cool, but
Teacher. This dude says teacher. Barista. Let's see here. Secretaries. How old is that guy? I love a good secretary. That sounds old.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Flight attendant?
Flight attendant. This dude says he loves any woman that has to wear an apron. Aprons are hot.
Right.
They don't really have attractive flight attendants anymore, right?
No.
They don't?
Mostly dudes now.
Yeah, it's mostly
What?
men.
Yeah, it is.
Just dudes in the sky. He's bringing you your pretzels and your drink.
Yeah, he
That's
is.
disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't fly for a few years and the whole game changes.
Yeah.
The whole game has changed. 1-855-FU-BILLY. I'm just waiting for Goof to get these calls. Let's
Okay.
go to Anna. What's up, Anna? What's the hottest profession for a woman?
I work in the firearms industry.
In firearms? Oh, I bet you men are just
Uh-huh.
drooling over that.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I would imagine. Bring it. Just imagine you bring some bullets home for your dude, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, that's the hottest thing ever."
Yeah,
And it would be scary because then you know how to use a gun, so his behavior better be good.
Oh.
yeah, he walks the line.
I'm sure. So yeah, he finds that to be super hot. A woman that can you shoot a gun real good?
I manage.
Yeah, she manages. All right. Hey, appreciate it, Anna. What's up, Ray? What's the hot profession that you like?
I gotta say, secretary with that mini skirt and a blazer with nothing under it.
Was this a porn?
Yeah, that's a porn, sir.
Yeah, well,
a mini skirt with a blazer with nothing underneath it, just with their hoo-ha's hanging out.
You don't see those
I've
secretaries.
never seen that.
No.
Well, I mean, the blazer can't button up all the way, and then after hours, it's hello, ladies.
Okay. That dude is playing Penthouse Forum with us.
Yeah, he is.
Sir, don't use us for your porno. That's what he did.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to use these guys for my porno. Because Pornhub's blocked in Texas. So I'm just going to call them and porno them.
Weird.
What's up, Miguel?
What's up, Billy? What up, guys?
What's up, buddy? Pal?
The most attractive female that I know are the lunch ladies, the taqueras, the one that go to construction sites.
Oh, man.
Oh, they are.
They've been, and they get wolf whistled or whatever it's called. What do they call that?
Cat called?
Cat called. I don't know. They call it a wolf whistle, too.
Yeah, those are the most attractive girls right there.
So what do they show up wearing?
Wearing like skirts and showing off their their tatas.
Tatas. They got their tatas out. That's nice.
Yeah.
Nard likes to see a good tamale on a work site.
Yeah.
I want to see Nard handle food out to the guys and everything.
Yeah, he might have to. He might have to. What's up? He was like, man, what if I sell sandwiches that I make at my house? I'm like, I don't know, bud. We'll see. He's like, hey, can you give me the bread? Like, I'll see. Do you want to make like lunch meat sandwiches? Yeah. Yeah, and then I'll sell them every day. Then I don't have to Uber. What do you think? I'll get back to you. I haven't got back to him yet. What's up, Jesus?
Yes, sir. Female attorneys. I recently had jury duty and was crossing the street with the female attorney talking to her, and she's pretty hot.
Okay, so that's one that gets him going. All right, and Don, what do you got, Don?
Hey, man, I'd have to pipe in and say, female law enforcement officers. It's fiesta time in San Antonio. You guys not looking around?
Oh,
I mean,
dude,
Nard
they're
is.
all over the place.
Nard
downtown.
is. He loves a woman in a police uniform. This is what he was telling us the other day. He wants like a strong woman in a police uniform to peg him.
What?
That's what he said.
I did not say that.
Okay.
No, never.
All right.
Never.
All right.
No.
That's what you said. You
never,
want her to
once have I.
handcuffs and a good pegging is what you said.
I told you don't do it. And you just
remember
nope,
that? Yeah,
nope,
Chris
I'm gonna
told
do
you
it.
not to do it.
And you're like,
said
no,
you're
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
do
like it, and you're
I'm
like,
gonna
don't
do
tell
it.
me what to do.
I don't like it.
You told him, don't tell me what to do, sir. All right. You know how they were having a sperm race?
Yeah. I remember that was like a thing.
Okay. Well, there's a new race that they have.
Okay.
It's a vibrator race.
Oh, sick.
And it's funny because they have all different kinds of vibrators, and they put them on this metal thing.
Yeah.
And it's got just a little bit of a lean to it, and then they set them off. It's
Kinda
kind
funny.
It's kind of funny
It's
for
kinda
sure.
funny.
Lane 5, Secretariat.
You can hear them going. They name all the different dildos and vibrators, right? And then they turn them on, and then there's a race. One just knocked it out of the park, just took off.
Damn.
Marines in lane 6.
And they're off.
And they're off.
There's one that's just so far ahead of all the rest of them. All these little rockets or whatever they are, they're just going. It's such a funny race. Dildo racing, just hilarious. They asked, obviously, you guys probably saw this. Men, like 100 dudes versus a gorilla. Who's gonna win that fight?
Biggest story out there.
It is. It is the biggest story out there. Everybody is breaking it down.
Yeah.
as to, and I'm telling you.
People are getting into heated debates about it.
Well, there's no way that any dude's going to go up to a silverback gorilla.
Yeah.
You might think
that's the problem.
There's no way. Who's going to initiate contact with the silverback gorilla?
Because I do believe in the theory that, if you got enough of us, we could overwhelm it, but you're right. That's a fair point. Who's going to actually do that? I don't know.
Because, again, I'll let him describe it.
I can tell you right now, I would not join a modern-day hunting party of men because the question is 100 men versus one full-grown silverback gorilla. And there are people out there like this that are saying that 100 guys would win. And no, they wouldn't. No, just flat out no. A gorilla's skin, you can't bite through it. Their bones, somewhere between 2 and 4 times as thick and dense as ours. Their hand, like their grip force, is something like 1,300 pounds. That means that with one hand, they could crush your skull.
Yep.
Right? Just one little gorilla hand just gets a hand on your head, and it crushes your skull.
Yeah.
You're toast.
My dudes, this is what you're fighting. When they stand up, they are 6 feet tall. They weigh about 400 pounds on average.
And they're fast.
They can lift, press, or pull somewhere between 2,000 to 4,000 pounds.
Damn, 2,000 to 4,000 pounds. And these guys are like, oh, yeah, man, 100 of us, we could take them.
Yeah.
Right.
No problem.
For some perspective,
feels
that's
like we
enough to
could.
tear your arm or your leg off. There's guys out here trying to rationalize this, being like, well, we're endurance animals and all that stuff. This thing could operate at a quarter of its strength and still body bag you. And we haven't even addressed the fact that even if you get close enough, you can't damage it. Thick skin, super dense bones, wrapped in an insane amount of muscle. You couldn't hit this hard enough to break anything.
Yeah, there's just no way that you would be able to overpower one of their arms.
Yeah. I mean, they are
One of
very,
their
there's no
legs.
doubt they're very strong.
And their teeth.
Their
Have you seen
teeth
their
are
teeth?
very vicious.
Like its femur is twice the size of yours. I want you to look at that skull. That skull could headbutt you and cave your face in, to say nothing of all the teeth. Then we come down here. Each one of these appendages is a death area. And even if you don't die, you're going to be missing or have a crushed limb. You're out of the fight until it decides to come and clean you up. And I loved some of the crazy hunting tactics because they're like, well, we would just swarm and what are you going to get? Maybe 6, 10 humans at the same time. And we would grab its limbs and spread it out. These are going to crush you. It can pull you toward it harder than you can. What are you going to do once you have a hold of its limbs? Yeah, you're going to die because it's going to crush you or pull you into its mouth and bite your head off.
Yeah, there's just no way.
I love how that guy took it so serious.
He did. He broke it down.
He broke it, yeah.
There's no way that 100 dudes, unarmed dudes, could kill one silverback gorilla.
I mean, Nard was really hell-bent on thinking we could.
He was.
Yeah, I mean, I still think we could.
There's no way.
After I just
Did
gave
you
you
just
logic.
trust me, bro?
Yeah.
See, again, that's the problem with you.
Yeah.
That's why you're in the
I have
predicament
faith in
you're
a
in.
human being?
No, that's why even when you're given logical information, you're given the answer, you do the opposite.
He won't change his mind.
Because I feel like we need to see it with our own eyes instead of just do a hypothetical.
You're right, Billy. I
scientist.
think that's a big thing we've discovered here.
Yeah.
Even with logical information.
When the truth presents itself, he just goes against the truth. He goes against facts.
Yeah. You can't
That's why you have a Venmo right now.
And what?
It's true.
It's the truth.
Yeah. When
What?
you really
Why you
trace
mad?
it back, that is why you have to have a Venmo right now. Yeah.
That's why we're raising money for the Nard.
All right. Because you stare logic in the face and you're like, no.
You spit in logic.
Yeah. You're like,
You
suck
spit
it, logic.
you spit on the right decision.
Yep.
I can't say the other word that you do to it.
So I can't have an opposite opinion of you guys?
You can, but if an
yours is
argument has
dumb.
been presented, to you,
Yeah.
it just brings up valid points that you really can't argue against. It's
There's
weird.
always an argument.
There's not. Yeah,
Ask politics.
I think Billy's saying that's your problem.
It doesn't matter if you win or lose.
that is
Billy's
his
saying,
problem.
Billy is exactly saying that's your problem.
There's always, if you tell him to do one thing, he does the exact opposite.
Yep.
Well, then what's the fun in it?
No,
Oh, is your life fun?
Oh yeah.
I mean, no.
You make
but-
our lives a lot of fun.
Okay. Okay.
What's wrong?
That's another problem is you only think about yourself.
And
You're
then
like,
he
well,
goes,
what's the
"Okay."
fun in it? And it's like, well, you're kind of a burden to me.
Yeah.
So what fun is that?
We're talking about a gorilla and the things that he like 100 people. Why is this turning into me?
It's because people are saying he's hard-headed. I can't stand him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, this woman, she slept with her best friend's husband. It was once, and it was when they were drunk. But now they're going to get married, and, she doesn't know what to do. So she slept with her best friend's soon-to-be husband. And now that is a problem. We'll get to that next.
1-855-FU-BILLY. Back to the Billy Madison Show.
It's coming up. We got a shot at $1,000 just for you. Give us about 38 minutes and it'll be yours. Man, crazy disease this woman got from karaoke.
Disease?
Yeah, she got a disease from karaoke. I also got a vengeful son, murder stepfather.
Okay.
So I got that. I got to get to the audio of, why dudes stay with women that cheat on them. So I'll get to that in just a bit. Saw the story yesterday. It's kind of interesting. And it was this woman. She's, all set to go to this big old wedding and everything. She said, she made a mistake. It kind of haunts her. She slept with her best friend's man when she was drunk. It never happened again. Swore that, it'd go to the grave. Now they're getting married. And that person has asked her to be in the wedding. She's like, oh, man, I feel kind of bad doing that.
Now
the closer she gets to having to stand beside her in a bridesmaid dress, the worse she feels. She feels like a total fraud friend. So
yeah, I mean,
she doesn't know.
Should feel like a total fraud friend
Right,
because
so
she is.
What do you do in that situation?
God, I don't know.
I mean, she was drunk.
Yeah.
Things got a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It was a taboo.
Taboo.
Yeah.
That's one way to put it.
And she goes, she doesn't know what to do. Should she confess and destroy the marriage and destroy the friendship, or just die with this secret?
Die. Like you've always like hold it like you've been holding it this entire time. Just because she invited you.
Just prairie dog that secret, huh?
That's it. Stop overthinking it.
Just
Stop overthinking it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it, again, saying something only benefits her, right? It doesn't benefit all the people whose lives will be destroyed.
It is true.
It'll benefit her because then she'll feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Should she take into consideration
Don't get drunk.
the other people involved and how it will, that one lapse in judgment would ruin a lot of things? Or should she say something because since that guy did that, there's a chance that he could do that, and she knows that, and that her friend is going to marry a man that would do that?
Oh, that's ridiculous. No, that's the worst.
Why is that the worst? I'm just throwing out analogies here. Why are you so angry at me?
Because she just needs to stop. Just stop. Like, she held on to the secret this long, and then she's invited to be in the wedding. Just be in the wedding and look pretty. That's all she wants you to do. She didn't want to know any dark
But
secrets.
if you know
She wants to have
your
this big
friend's
day.
going to look like a dumbass up there.
No, that's her being jealous because she's getting married.
I don't know if the girl's being jealous.
Yes, it is. It's because she doesn't want to see her happy if she can't be happy.
I mean, there is those out there, but she feels guilt for what she did.
No, she doesn't. If she did, she would have told her the next day.
Well,
She just held on to this wild card to keep her from getting married.
maybe she didn't think that relationship was going to end in a marriage. She thought, oh, well, that's just going to fizzle out, so I don't have to say anything.
No.
But now that it's serious, it's going to be a marriage, possible kids down the road. Should she pop off and say something? Derek, what do you think?
I mean, I get it. Like, if she says something, then she really is just releasing that from herself. But, yeah, she should tell her friend.
Because what if this guy goes on to treat her bad in the marriage and cheat on her and those things, and she could have said something?
I mean, she's going to lose her friend, but she should.
Let's see
Just don't go to the wedding.
Well, she's in the wedding. She's in the
I
wedding
know,
party.
just don't go to it.
What's up,
If
Dan?
you're gonna lose her anyways.
What do you think,
I
Dan?
don't think she. I don't think she should say anything. That's kind of on him to say something.
Well, that's true.
I mean, she shouldn't be the bridesmaid. She should
I
decline.
mean,
that.
he was the only one cheating in that situation, but she was technically cheating on her friend. I mean, that is
she
that
shouldn't
is
be her
cheating on her
friend
friend.
anymore.
She's a bad friend, and now so this woman, I feel bad for the bride because she's got a bad friend and a bad soon-to-be husband.
Yeah, she can't be a friend anymore because her friend wouldn't do that. So yeah.
Is that your dog?
Yeah.
Is it one of those seeing eye dogs?
No.
No, it's just a dog. Does it have any
Yeah, just
special
a dog.
skills or anything?
I mean, he can open doors. It has like a handle. Yeah.
Oh, that's badass. That's cool. Well, yeah. Can I talk to your dog?
dog's
Can you put the dog on the phone? I don't know. Maybe I don't know if you can. No, all right. Well, thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. We used to do that bit back in the day.
Yeah.
People just put their pets on the phone and we talked to their pets. That was pretty fun. Oh, what are you doing today? I don't know. I always liked it. I always thought that was a good bit. I forgot about it. That was fun. What's up, Kendra?
Hi, guys.
Hi. What do you think?
So, wait, I have a story for you, though, actually.
Okay. What's your story?
So, one of my good friends actually had a fling with her cousin, who is best friends with her now fiance. So,
Wait a second. Hold on. Let me peel back the layers of this incest. So you're telling me that you have a friend who had a
Yes.
fling with their own cousin, second cousin,
Yes.
first cousin?
second cousin.
Okay,
it's
so
not that
she
bad.
was having sex with her second cousin,
Yes.
who, and the second cousin is best friends now with her current man.
Yes, but her current fiance.
Oh, fiance.
Not his man. Yeah,
Okay.
they're like, yeah.
So the
So-
cousin that she was having sex with is best friends with his cousin's
Her
fiance.
No, so right. So her second cousin is best friends with her current fiance.
Yeah.
So the guy she's marrying is best friends.
And
with
he
her
has
second-
no idea that she was humping her cousin.
That's right. No idea. No idea. And to make things more interesting, the fiance, has asked the cousin who she was having, the horizontal tangle with,
Yeah.
to come to the wedding and to be in the wedding because he knows how close they are.
Yeah, they're real close. He doesn't know how close they are. They're very close.
Exactly. He has no idea how close they are.
No,
So-
he doesn't know how nasty of a woman that he's marrying.
No, he doesn't know. Well, nasty. I wouldn't necessarily say.
I mean,
it's
that's pretty
I mean,
nasty if she's banging her second cousin.
No, you don't know how hot he is. I
Okay.
would do it too. He's hot. He's so hot.
Okay.
I would do it too. He could totally get it every day, all day. He's
Every
so
day,
hot.
all day. And even if you guys were blood
Yes.
related, I got you. All right.
Yeah, he's that hot.
Nard's
So
Dude, anytime we talk cousins, this dude's got a rager.
Dude, but he's only second cousin. It's not like he's the first cousin.
Yeah,
that
that's
would be a little gross.
Nard cured his ED with a cousin.
So, to answer your question, she should act like nothing happened, and take it to the grave, like how you guys were saying. It's not like a big deal.
So your friend is not going to say anything. The cousin's not
He
going to say
shouldn't.
anything, and they're just going to
No.
go along with this wedding like
Absolutely.
nothing happened. And this cousin is going to be in the wedding.
Yes, because that's the right thing to do. If the fiance has no idea, why bring it attention to it, right? Why? Take it to the grave, right?
Yeah. Man, I don't know. Just there's a lot of dumb people standing there getting married then.
Yep.
Have no idea.
No. I mean, some people know. Not everyone knows. There's a few people that know, but why are you dumb? If you don't know and, the secret is safe, you're not dumb. You just don't know. It is what it is. Why let the cat out the bag? It's nothing to stress about. You have
Why let the cousin out of the bag?
Just go about your big day, and life is good. That's how I look at it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you, when they get married, what is that cousin gonna say to his other cousin? And the poor groom's like, oh, they're just so close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just so close.
And then that groom's gonna kiss her on those.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, on those cousin. Yeah.
No good.
No, that's no good. Now you may now kiss the bride. He has no idea he's kissing the cousin too.
Oh. Who's his
Sick.
best friend? You forgot that part. They're best friends.
Man, that is not a best friend.
No.
That's awful.
But it
Kissing
probably
cousins.
happens more than you think, right? Because
Well, was she humping her cousin while she started dating this other guy?
yes, the answer to that is yes.
Well, I suppose she's like, well, I can't marry my cousin because that's weird, but he's got a best friend. So then she started dating him, and the cousin didn't get jealous? It was probably
No.
just sexual.
Nothing he could do about it. She has to move on. What
Right,
are you
yeah.
gonna do?
It was just
You can't-
sexual between the family members.
Listen. The groom's a lucky guy. My friend, she's beautiful. She's gorgeous. Everyone's happy. It is what it is.
They got booty calls. That's a cousin call. Man, that's some incest for sure.
Is.
I'm sure it happens a lot more than we know. I'm telling you, people know how to keep secrets.
No, I mean, we know Nard, he's a product of incest.
What?
No, our guy Nard over here that people are donating to because he has to have his gallbladder out because he did incest.
What?
That's why your pancreas is all mad. You ain't supposed to do that, you know that. And then your pancreas got so mad. You ain't supposed to do that, you know that. You know your organs are gonna get pissed off. We ain't supposed to be doing this. What's up, fat man?
Here you go.
Yo, what's up, Billy?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, man, look, I'm going to say, Nard's right. You never know if that female is jealous of a friend because she's getting married.
Yep.
She doesn't want to have her be happy.
I don't think any women have friends that want them to be happy, do they?
No, of course
No.
not.
They're most interested when their life is in shambles, right?
Facts.
When life's going good, they're
That's
like,
why
oh,
she
I don't
held
want
on
to
to
hear
the
that
secret."
story. I want to hear about all the destruction.
No, that's not
A lot
true,
of females
guys.
can't see another female happy.
Yeah.
That's not true.
It's mostly true. I'm sure there's some women out there that really want to see their friends be happy, but you got to be honest. There's a lot of women that don't want to see other women be happy.
Right.
You never know. What if that man has a bunch of money and she's jealous and wants to tell him to keep it for herself, or she should just shut up and don't say nothing. You got yours, he got his, and move on.
Now that I agree with.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Kendra was saying that too. What about you, fat man? Let's say you're up there and you had no idea the woman you're about to marry was having a fling with her cousin while you guys started dating.
I'll probably be doing the same thing. I ain't gonna lie.
So, fat man, you'd probably do you have some hot ass cousins?
Billy, I'll send you pictures of them.
Okay, so you would do it.
Yeah. She can't be my first cousin.
Okay. I'll tell you what, Nard always says she can't be my first cousin because there ain't going to be a last cousin either. I'm going to do them all. You ain't my first cousin, but you ain't my last. That's gross. You're gross for that.
You guys are gross.
You're gross. You're gross.
You're the one doing it.
I'm not.
You're gross. You're nasty for that. Well, that's interesting. So don't say anything. All right. Appreciate the call, Kendra. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What a dumbass just out there like, duh, I do. I do.
Right.
Yeah, I do. Just looking like an idiot.
Uh-huh.
All right, but check this out. Once you get married, there's this.
Now, if we gonna talk about it, we gonna talk about it for real, and we gonna be honest, right? There's a man out there right now that has called his wife's phone multiple times. She didn't answer. She gonna walk in the house in a couple of hours and say that her phone died. He gonna smell that man on his wife. But because he loves this woman, he don't want to leave her. He doesn't want to break up the home and the family that he's worked hard to build. He's not going to bring it up. He's going to suffer in silence.
Oh, there are dudes out there that do this. They suffer in silence.
I bet, yeah.
Right? Because they know that their woman cheated, but they're not going to say anything because they're like, man, if I say something, all hell is going to break loose.
Yeah.
I don't think that are there women out there that don't say anything? They know their man's cheating, but they're like, nah, I don't want to rock the boat.
I think they used to back in the day.
Oh, yeah, not anymore.
Yeah.
They're rocking the boat.
I would love to hear from them if there are.
They're sinking that boat.
Right. Yeah, Chris is right. Back in the day, that happened.
All the time.
Nowadays, 2025, I don't think a girl's just not saying anything.
No. I think she's
I would be shocked.
She's definitely confronting him.
I would be shocked if there is somebody.
Men are now doing what women used to do.
Yeah. No,
to keep the home happy.
It's full on reversed.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Like, we have switched roles in every way.
So the man's like, no, you know what?
Yeah.
She did her thing, out of sight, out of mind. I don't want to know about it.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to break up my family.
I don't want to lose my house and my dog and my boat and my car and my chickens.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to lose all that stuff. You know, because more people have chickens nowadays.
Uh-huh.
I had 2 friends that are like, man, I just got some chickens. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me know. No,
Thank
you need to get some chickens. I'm
Right.
like, no, I don't. I got a cat and 2 dogs. I'm good.
No,
Yeah,
you need
but
some chickens.
You need a chicken.
Yeah, I'd love to see you work
It's
with chickens.
No. Do you have to
I feel
work
like
on
you,
chickens?
I feel like you
Well, I
had
mean-
chickens.
What?
I feel like you had chickens at one point.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
Little chicklets
Nope.
in your backyard?
Ducks. Those were
I had
ducks.
ducks.
Oh, ducks.
You don't do anything with ducks.
And that was a goof. Somebody just did that just to make my life hell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't suffer in
Right.
silence.
And there was just like a
It's-
little pool, and then they just grew up.
Yeah, and they wouldn't
then they
leave
were
the
gone.
yard.
Oh.
It up, he gonna suffer in silence. It's a man right now looking at his 3 kids and seeing a noticeable difference between that baby and them 2 oldest. But they all got his last name, and what he doesn't want to do is risk losing his other 2 children because he's asked about this baby, so he's gonna raise all them kids together.
Oh, so there are dudes that are like, damn, there is a noticeable difference from this kid to these other 2, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to lose my other 2 kids. Because, you know, let's say they split them up. They're not going to split up the kids. That, you know, they're going to rule that all the kids stay together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You would think. And
Most
so he
likely.
knows he's going to lose his 2 kids if he questions if that child is his or
Right.
not. So there are dudes that just sit in silence like this, and they tolerate their woman cheating.
I couldn't imagine, but I believe it.
I'd rather live in a shoebox.
I see how dudes are nowadays. And it's just like,
How
yeah,
are they?
that makes sense. They're weak.
What's the,
I mean, I know it's like a meme and it's a joke, but I mean, there's just no denying it. Like, yeah, men are very, like, they're soft.
what's up, Melissa?
What's up?
Yeah, you had a comment. Go ahead.
Listen to your show, and it says that women do not call the men out.
No, women do call
Yeah,
men
they
out
do
for
call men
cheating.
out.
You'll call them out immediately. You're not going
Mhm.
to tolerate a man cheating on you. However, men are too scared to say anything because they don't want to lose their kids and their home, and they don't want to break up the family. But women will say something immediately if they think their dude's cheating.
Oh, okay, yes, I took that the other way around. Yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, you're hearing backwards.
Yeah.
Right.
Were you sitting on your head?
Well, it's early.
That's all right. Well,
No,
thank
yeah,
you,
for
Melissa.
sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we get it, Melissa. You'll call us out.
Yeah, I mean, if you even sniffed that your man might be liking another woman, you're going to confront him.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Full
And you're going to
That's
threaten
because
him
y'all
with,
got
you're
big balls.
never going to see these kids again. You're going to
Yeah.
lose your house. I'm taking your
You got all
truck.
that testosterone.
Yeah, you're going to smash his PlayStation,
Mm-hmm.
burn all his Pokemon cards.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're not going to just sit there and get cheated on like that.
No.
What this woman is saying is that dudes will just sit there.
It's a man out there right now that has sacrificed his dreams, sold his motorcycle to buy her the brand new family car so she can ride nice. Whole time she is driving that really nice Suburban to her side dude's house.
Oh, my goodness.
And he has
she's-
now seen this car
gonna
in an
sound
area
terrible.
it ain't supposed to be in, but because he is too embarrassed, because he doesn't want to deal with the humiliation, because he knows somewhere it's going to be turned around and twisted on him because you wasn't giving me enough attention at home, even though this man had
You
been
ain't got a big enough one.
working 12, 14
What? I
hour
just
days
added
to
what I
pay for
thought
that
woman would
Suburban.
say.
He is just going to suffer in silence. He don't want the drama.
Is that true? They're just the homies are just suffering in silence and not speaking up when they're getting
Right.
cheated on.
They don't want to, piss off their woman who's just
Right.
trying to, drink a beer and watch the Caitlin Clark game.
Yep.
Hey, get me another beer.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
CC's going for 40.
Hey, there's crumbs on the floor. I'll get it, ma'am. Don't worry about it.
Sorry
I
about
got
that,
it,
ma'am.
Don't you get up. I'll get you another beer. That one looks dry. All right. I got to take a quick break. Your call's 1-855-FU-Billy. Hang on.
back to the Billy Madison Show.
Coming up, about 12 and a half minutes, you got a shot at $1,000. Some nice free money could be yours. I also got Stained and Breaking Benjamin tickets to give away next hour.
Okay.
So if you would like to go see that show, a nice show for free could be yours. Let me see what else I have for you here. Hold on. It's just taking me a second. Doctors reveal reason why everyone should be sleeping naked. Man, I just can't do it.
Yeah, they've had several reports like that. Too.
Yeah, they're saying you're supposed to sleep naked. I can't do it. Anybody else? Anybody else not able to sleep naked? I just can't. Too vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Got too many animals. Just can't.
Yeah.
Just got too many animals in the bed for that. For some nudity. I just can't.
I wonder what your excuse would be, though, if you didn't have animals.
I don't know. I just feel like all my feathers were off.
Yeah, okay.
Right? You ever see?
I mean, the animals is a good excuse, but that's not the reason why.
I don't know. Not that I'm a bird or anything, but I mean, I just feel too naked.
Yep.
Too vulnerable. I just don't know how that'd be comfortable. I like shorts and a shirt.
Yeah.
I know you're a big old nudity guy. You like to be naked when you sleep.
Yeah, I mean, that's how my mom raised me.
It's the best. She did. She raised you to be naked.
Yep. When you get in bed, you're naked.
Yeah. What about you, Chris? Are you nude?
No. I would like to just wear boxers, but I'm so hairy, my wife makes me put a shirt on because
you may as well be nude. It's because you shed, right? You shed the bed.
I shed worse than a dog.
The fact that your wife makes you wear a shirt to bed. Ouch.
Well, you wear the hair in the family. She wears the pants.
Yeah.
I get it, though.
I mean, there's probably
you
a
are
couple
a hairy
reasons.
son of a bitch.
Couple of reasons why she makes me wear the shirt, but
I'm sure it's the hair.
Well, I think a lot of and then your farts are just out there. As people fart in their sleep.
Yeah, you need a fart catcher.
That's just gross.
I'm just not sure if farting in your sleep happens that much.
I feel like it happens all the time.
I don't know.
I think women fart in their sleep a lot. I think that's when they get all their farts out.
Gotcha.
You notice a lot of women will go to sleep after their man, and they're just like, "Oh, thank goodness he's asleep," and then they just let it rip, and then they just waft the fart right on the guy.
I'm sure it
I like
happens.
that, huh?
Waiting all
I'm
day.
sure girls do fart on their man when they go to sleep.
All
probably.
the time.
Yeah.
That's all. That's when all their farts come out.
That's hilarious to think about.
It is. That's
Dude,
what I
just-
think.
And a woman's like,
Oh,
all right,
good. His
now I'm
mouth
gonna
is
get ya.
open. Good. His mouth.
Yeah.
Eat that one.
Yeah.
Eat that one.
Damn.
Guess what I had for dinner?
Damn. Well, same thing I had probably.
Yeah. Check that
'Cause
out.
we're married.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Guess what snack I snuck?
Okay. Now that happens.
No, where do you sleep?
I usually sleep with just like shorts.
And no shirt?
Sometimes a shirt, just depending.
See, I think that's
I'm the only healthy one in here, huh?
That's a rowdy look too. When a dude's just sleeping and just no shirt on, out of shape, just no shirt. I get if you're like ripped and you're all in shape, right? Sleep without a shirt. Okay, I get that. But if you're just your average American man,
well, you're in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
know.
this is a time where you could be shirtless.
Yeah, but you don't want your wife to see that. And she'll be
Why
all like,
not?
and then she won't
That's
be
your wife.
attracted to you.
For
I
better
don't
or
know.
worse.
Well, married couples aren't supposed to be attracted to one another.
Oh, that's true.
They're
What is
supposed
it?
to handle finances well.
What does everybody sleep in? What do women like? They obviously they want that thing to breathe. It's not you don't put panties on your armpits. You know what I mean? You gotta let that thing breathe too.
Yeah.
Let that thing get some oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say.
It's either one way or the other. Like, because either ladies wear, like, basically full-on jammies or they sleep butt naked.
Well,
like, usually, like, I never been with a woman that's like, oh, she just sleeps in, like, panties.
Either the more clothes or the uglier the jammies that a woman wears to bed
Yeah.
tells you everything about her attraction to her man.
Right.
Or if she says the bed is, that's a place for intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
If she doesn't want intimacy, she'll let you know.
Definitely.
You know, like big ugly clothes, that's a stop sign.
Oh yeah.
It's a sexual stop sign when she's got, I don't know, basketball shorts and a full-on shirt.
Yeah. That's usually, it's my time of the month.
Yeah, or she's got, jammy pants and a jammy button-down one.
Yeah.
Definitely a button-down one.
That's another stop sign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just curious what everybody wears.
Yeah.
Let me just click why it's so good to sleep naked.
I think it's like, the breathing, the circulation.
Yeah, it cools off your body temperature.
Yeah.
You get too hot at night. Sleeping in the buff could give you a better night's sleep. Reduce the risk of genital infections. Boost male fertility, too, and lead to a stronger connection with your partner.
Oh, there you go.
This dude said, I tried, me and my wife were like, all right, we're going to try this. We're going to sleep naked. So he's spooning her. She dozed off, and with 5 minutes, she had just ripped ass right on him, right into his generals.
Wow. What a nasty woman. That's really gross.
It's so gross. Men should avoid tight-fitting garments in bed as it could impact their male fertility.
That's probably what they're going for.
Yeah, I get not wearing undies, but just wearing some shorts. Couples could also benefit as it may increase feelings of connection due to skin-to-skin contact.
It definitely does.
Yeah, you got to have tummy time with your woman.
Yeah.
Where she just lays on
It's
your
important.
tummy. Yeah, all right, time for tummy time.
Yeah.
Well, 7 in 10 women opt to wear pajamas to bed. Men are more likely to sleep in their underwear and nothing at all. So men are more likely to be naked than the woman.
Well, I mean, you're in your house.
Women are more likely to wear pajamas.
Oh yeah. Big time. Women like pajamas.
They do. I'm kind of woman in that area. I like jammies too.
Loves them.
Love them.
Probably has more jammies than anything else.
Yes. Yes, I do.
They make men jammies?
Yeah, they do.
Billy gets fitted for his
I
man.
do not get fitted.
They're tailored.
You're a funny guy, huh? Funny guy today?
They're not tailored?
They're not tailored.
They're tailored.
No, you're silly.
They're a little tailored.
You brought your funny today.
They're just a little tailored. They're
You
not
could have
full-on
left some of
tailored.
that funny at home, but no, you want to bring it in and say, I tailor my jammies.
Yeah.
No, I don't like anything tight fitting.
Right.
Do you guys not see how sloppy I dress at work?
Nope.
Okay.
I see you dress nice.
No, I wear big giant pants and a big sweater.
Right. Yeah, you're fashionable.
No, it's not fashionable.
It is.
Sleeping in the buff gives you a better night's sleep. For women, it reduces the risk of getting thrush. I guess women can get this thrush down there.
Sick.
They can get all sorts of things down there.
I know. That thing, dangerous.
It reminds me of when I had tropical fish and I tried to keep those things alive.
Mhm.
Everything threw off their ecosystem.
Everything.
I was like, you guys are like a bunch of vaginas in this tank.
Right. Those tanks are tough.
They are so tough.
And
Yeah.
that's what a girl's vagina is like. It's like a tropical tank.
It's like a tropical fish that you're trying to keep alive, and
Yep.
everything throws off the ecosystem.
Everything.
Everything.
What they eat.
All of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what I got coming up on this program. Clingy girls are hot.
Yes.
A weird Apple guy. Weird interaction this woman had with a guy at the Apple store.
Okay.
And we'll talk about how this woman wants to have sex as a grandma. Can't wait. We'll get to that next. Hang on. Yeah, and $1,000 in minutes.
to the Billy Madison Show. Billy Madison Show. 1-855-FU-BILLY. 1-855-FU-BILLY.
Coming up later on the program, I got Stained and Breaking Benjamin tickets. Lucky you. You could win those. Man, why do clingy women get so much hate? Now, there's a big difference between annoying and clingy. I don't know why dudes are like, I don't want a needy woman. What? That's so cute. Right? A lot of dudes are upset like when their woman wants to be there when they're using the bathroom or whatever. They're putting their fingers under the door. Or, you know, you got to call them when you're on your way home and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's cute. Doesn't everybody think that's adorable? Derek, don't you like a nice, clingy woman that's
absolutely.
stuck to you?
Absolutely. That's how I have to have them.
Have to. They're the hottest.
Yep.
No.
I couldn't understand not liking that.
Well, they always have all these articles, and it's like, you know, a man doesn't want a clingy, needy woman. I'm like, who says that?
Yeah, that makes
That
no
makes
sense
no
to me.
sense.
They're talking to Nard.
I guess.
Nard hates that.
He is the clingy woman.
I am, yeah.
Hold on. I know this is a skit, but they were just demonstrating what a clingy woman does.
Get room for more?
Morgan.
What? I'll help
How
you.
did you get in here?
You left the door unlocked. Well, actually, you didn't leave it unlocked. I picked it, but it's all the same. It's fine. I just want
Right, she picked the lock so she could go in there and watch him shower because she wants to be so close to him.
I'm in the shower.
I know. I can help you. I'm really good at washing hair.
I mean, what guy's going to be like, no, don't help me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be like, yeah, come on in.
Help me.
Leave me alone for a little bit.
What guy does that? This is so far-fetched. There are men out there that are like, I just want to be alone when I'm taking my shower. No, don't wash my back.
Right.
Are there dudes out there really you don't like clingy women?
I couldn't
Stop
imagine.
it. Stop.
I'm not a
There's
fan.
not. There's not. Don't tell me that there are dudes
Chris,
out there.
Chris just spoke up.
You don't like clingy women?
No.
What? You're just saying that.
I'm not just saying
Just
that.
to go against the
He's
grain.
being controversial.
No, that's not
Yeah,
very
that's your hot.
controversial.
That's your hot take.
That's not hot jock or whatever you call it.
I never called him
Shock
a hot
jock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hot
clingy
jock.
hot sock,
Hot
shock-
jock.
shot jock.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you're a shock jock right now. You're saying that you don't like clingy women?
No,
What's
not
wrong
at
with
all.
you?
There's a time to be together. There's a
Yeah,
time
all
to,
the
like-
time, 24/7, clingy.
I
That's
don't
right. Velcro.
He doesn't even share locations with his wife.
Yeah. Not at all.
You know, they just show up at your work with a nice snack.
Yeah,
Say,
you
thinking of
see.
you.
Like
Oh,
I think Chris
that's
might be the
psychotic.
last couple that I know that doesn't share their location.
What?
What's the point?
I don't know. To be stuck to each other.
To be clingy.
Yeah, clingy's so hot. You're telling me that there are a bunch of Chris's out there that don't like clingy women.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna. What's that one famous movie?
What?
Wedding Crashers.
Wedding-
when he gets
okay.
a
Yeah.
stage 5 clinger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's.
I
And
will
you know what
find
happens?
you.
You know what
I get
happens?
bricked up.
He marries her.
Yep.
Yeah, that was
I
hot,
don't know if
right?
he had a choice.
Doesn't
He
matter.
didn't want to die.
He wanted to.
A clingy woman that's interested in you, wants to be around you 24/7 is hot.
24/7.
Yeah.
though, man.
When you're asleep and you just open your eyes and she's just staring at you, that's
Yeah.
just hot.
Yep.
Or, you know, in the morning, you're going to go to work and she's in the car. She's like, I just want to give you one last kiss.
Uh-huh. I mean,
She makes you give her 1,000 kisses before you leave.
that's so sweet.
I'm
I mean,
going to miss
that's-
you.
that's
And then you get in your
cute,
car
but
and then she calls you immediately. I miss
that's
you already.
not.
That's so hot.
That's a bit annoying,
No, that's so hot.
but still hot.
Yeah, it's so hot. What do you mean? What do you mean annoying? What's the chat?
It's like I just saw you.
Oh, people are going creepy stalker vibes. Yeah, badass.
Yeah.
What? Okay, maybe there are a bunch of Chris's.
Clingy women with some baby talk are the best.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's too much, Billy. No, it's not. It's not enough.
No, it's not enough.
I don't know. That is not creepy. That's this person
Yeah.
said that is not creepy.
Right.
Yeah, it's not. You know, wait, you don't like you'll love clingy once you have somebody that doesn't care about anything.
Yeah.
They don't even know where you were.
That
They don't
sucks.
even ask. Right? Then you'll want clingy.
Right.
People just want us to punch Nard because he looks like he's smelling a fart.
Okay.
His weird thin face has that natural look.
Yeah, natural
resting
dentures.
fart smeller face.
Yeah, it's just the dentures. Don't worry, I got you some denturton.
Oh, thank you.
Ah.
Thank you.
Toxica.
C-bond.
Yeah, Toxica woman. There you go. Throw a trash can at him. He's got the derp face.
Derp face?
Exactly. That's what they said.
I think the trash can gave him the pancreatitis.
Dude, yeah, I can't believe that there are people out there that are like, oh, I don't like a clingy woman. Oh, they're the best.
Yeah, I think so.
They're just always there.
I mean, have you ever been with a woman that doesn't really want to be with you? It's just like, all right.
But why does it have to be one or the other? How about a little
This
happy
dude said,
medium?
my girl won't stop following me when I get home. She follows me around like a little puppy. It's the best.
It's like, sometimes you're like, God, this is annoying. But then, like, if you don't have it, you're like, oh, I missed that.
This person said, we need to work on your Spanish, Bill. Yeah, I mean, you think you would have picked up on some of the Spanish words.
I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I'm with a girl that's from here that's 100%, Hispanic. She doesn't speak any.
Yeah.
Like, none. We go to certain restaurants where they don't speak English. They start talking to her, and she just looks at me.
Yeah.
She's like, are you going to take care of this?
Hey, what's this gringo going to do?
Yeah. I'm like, what am I going to do, honey?
No.
Like, you didn't pick up nothing?
That is me.
This person says they even pooped together.
Oh, wow.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that is.
I don't consider that clingy. I consider that just poopy.
There's only one thing that should be clingy in that situation.
Ugh.
What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
You ever have a clinger on the toilet?
Oh, that's sick.
Trying to shake that thing off?
Wipe your ass, sir.
No, I'm going to when I'm done.
Wipe your ass.
It's not like I'm
Just
going to walk
leave it
away
there.
with it up there.
Just walks around with a clinger.
Yeah. He's like, I love
Man,
the
I
clinger.
love that. You don't ever
super
find a
clinch?
surprise clinger. You're like,
gotta
man, that's cool.
Shake your tail feather, trying to get that
what?
thing.
Who shakes their ass on the toilet
Oh
seat?
my
What
God.
man?
I'm not the only
That's
one.
how hairy his
No.
ass is.
Yeah.
It's like splitting the Red Sea.
What?
The what?
The Red Sea.
Was the Red Sea made of hair?
Well, I mean, it's basically like you have to get through that.
No, it's just like parting somebody's hair, like on their head.
Oh, it's like taking a dump through the brush.
I would imagine that's like throwing a turd through a bush.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
It just gets stuck in the bush.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sick.
So you got to do what you got to do to.
Sick.
Nard, get home. Want to take a dog turd, throw it
Sick.
through the bush.
Oh,
But you're just gonna stick there.
You guys
it
are
is.
monsters.
Yes. Clingy. A lot of people are agreeing with this, Derek.
Yeah. They know we're right.
Yes, we're right. It's sexy when a woman's
If
clingy.
you ever have it the other way, it's just like, oh man, this woman doesn't even love me.
She doesn't love you at all.
No, I love at the end of the day when my wife and I convene
Like, how
in the
many
kitchen,
times a
we haven't
day
talked all day.
you haven't talked all day?
All day. And it's like, how was your day?
Like you haven't spoke once.
No.
not a good morning text.
From
or
when you
nothing?
go to work, when you leave the house,
I don't talk to
until
her then.
you
She's
until you
asleep.
get home at night, you guys don't speak at all.
I don't talk to her from the time it's bedtime
Yeah.
till she gets home from work
Wow.
at like 5:30 in the afternoon.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's sad.
Why?
No
So you
text
spend the
messages.
majority of the time not in communication with
But
her.
then when she gets home, it's like even better. Like,
Yeah.
absence makes the heart grow fonder.
I mean, okay. That's a theory.
No, absence makes the heart wander.
Yeah.
That's
There's
what I
another
think.
shirt.
Yeah, it is.
Absence
Hote.
makes the heart
Hote.
wander.
Yeah, it
oh, okay.
does.
Okay. That's a good counter.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you're not present,
Right.
yeah, it makes the heart wander.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. So, yeah, clingy women are the best.
I agree.
I can't believe we don't have more
100%.
people backing us up, Derek.
Can I wait right here?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why they're not like that, but
What are you doing?
I'm coming.
I guess they've never been with a woman that's like wasn't really into it. I don't know.
Right? When
I
you
don't know
I've
just
been with plenty of them. Look at me.
when you're trying to take a pee and then you just see her eyes in the door, that's the best. That is the best.
I was going to use the
I
bathroom.
know. I like being with you, so I was just gonna hang out. No, it's okay. Like, don't mind. Don't mind.
No.
Right? Guys have
Man, that's
experienced
funny.
that.
Man, that's funny.
It's the
Eyeballs
best.
peeking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you see both their eyes.
Like, I'm just trying to pee. So what are you doing?
Right? What are you doing? You need help?
Oh my god.
You did a hand comes through the door? It's the best. When she doesn't even let you pee without her assistance, that's the best.
Yeah.
That's love.
That's love right there.
Yeah, that's clingy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's too bad you guys don't have that.
Yeah, that's
Nard's
too bad.
quiet because he didn't have a girl.
He has no
He's
idea
got
what he's
10
talking about.
girls.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a whore.
What?
Right.
Bit of a sloot.
Uh-huh.
A sleut.
He is a sloot.
Right. He just wants to get back to his
big dumb
fundraiser.
sleep.
He does. He's like, when are we going to talk about me, guys?
Oh my God.
Let's raise some money. Hey, you guys are cool and all, but what about that money? What about
That's
that
what
Venmo?
I'm here for. I'm here for the fundraiser. Wow, Nard. Not even faking it
That's
anymore,
right.
huh?
Yeah.
Not even acting
Come
interested.
on, I've had my helping hand out the whole day. You guys
Yeah.
haven't talked about it at
No,
all.
all right.
When are we going to get to that Venmo?
That's
'Cause
crazy.
I need some mo.
That's crazy.
Mo money. Where are you at with your Venmo?
463.
God
$463. Hell
Why
yeah.
do people even like you?
I don't know if they like him or they like you
I'm reading
guys.
some of the messages. Becca Sparks said, I'm obsessed with BMS. Don't want Nard to die. Love you guys so much. Would fangirl so hard if you said my name.
Okay.
So shout out to Becca.
Well, Nard's like, hey, what about that fangirl on my Venmo?
Chandler donated, said for booty stuff.
Nard, you owe him some booty fund.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's cool on Venmo. You can read the messages.
This
Zane said, sorry your cheeks got clapped, Nard. He made a donation.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they did this endoscopic, but they did it through his butt.
Yeah.
That's how they put the stents in.
Well, that's how Nard has it marked on his license.
What's up, Peter?
Hey, you guys. What's up, Chris? No, women can be too clingy, man.
No, they can't.
Yes,
You're
absolutely.
silly, Peter.
No, Peter's correct.
It's just too much. I don't mind a little clinginess, but someone to wash my back, no.
Oh, yeah, wash my back.
Hey, brother, as much craziness as we got to put up with.
When you get in the bathtub, she's like, I want to be in the bathtub, too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess there's a time for that. But
Yeah,
there's
absolutely.
also-
Right.
No,
No, when you're trying to walk around the house, but she's got her arms around your leg. That's the best.
What the hell goes on over there?
There's too much
Love.
craziness already.
Nah, love.
Literally.
It's called love.
Well,
Try it.
All right, but that's all I.
Damn. Damn.
Well, he
Yeah,
started.
it was
He
a little,
goes.
that
he
was
goes,
a little harsh.
Oh, he goes, what goes on over there?
Oh, so he made it seem like
Yeah.
something weird was going on. I got it. Yeah.
Thank you, Peter.
So he then in return deserved that
Yeah,
shot.
he did.
I got it. You did. I mean, you made it sound like something weird's going on.
Yeah, it's called love.
Yeah.
What's up, Ruby? Derek's got the same kind of love at his house.
I do. Yeah. And I enjoy it.
What's up, Ruby?
Oh.
Nard, you get those cheeks clapped by that ghost that won't leave you alone. That thing's
Mhm.
clingy. That thing's
Yeah.
clung to your ass.
Yeah. Nard's clingy to meth.
What?
What do you got, Ruby? What do you think? Clingy girls hot?
I don't know about clingy girls because I can't be a clingy girl myself, but I really don't like when there's guys that are clingy. Like you can't even go anywhere. You're going to the store or something, and there they are.
Oh, so you don't like it when your man's clingy?
Yeah, no.
I bet men being clingy is probably weirds girls out.
Yeah.
Well, do you not like it because I don't know, you want to still kind of be a little single?
No, not even. I've been with my husband for a long time, but like when me and him first got together, and I had an ex that was real clingy and would show up to like things that we were at and things like
Gotcha. So
Okay.
you didn't like having a man that was interested in you.
Well, when you're not interested in him, you don't want
See,
that.
that's why.
Like,
If
you
it,
want him
the-
to like go away.
exactly. You don't want your man to be clingy if you're not into your man. You just weren't
Exactly.
into him. You weren't supposed to be with him. But
Well,
if
when
you
you're
were with a man that you were really, really into, then you would want him to be all into you.
In a way, but you still want your space. You still want your like alone time. You still want to go decompress from the world and from work, from everything else.
Right. That's what happened. You guys got out in that workforce and you're like, I just need a moment. Just get away from me. Right?
Right.
Exactly.
I feel like,
And,
right?
I
You
mean-
don't miss your man all day. You're just like, oh, crap. I got to go home to him.
we already text each other and see each other. Like, we're not gonna. I guess like that other dude said, like, you know, you don't want to text them all day because when you come home, you want to.
Yeah, that was Chris, that
Yeah.
other dude that's
Yep.
been here since 1979.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Dude that started Kiss.
Yeah, the one that lashed out at me.
I
Yeah.
didn't lash out.
He did.
I'm just messing with
What
you.
goes
Chris.
on over there?
Yeah, I'm just messing with you. You're a
I don't
funny
know that
guy.
You are.
No, you got him back.
You did.
How did I get him back?
You got him back.
There's no love in my house.
Yeah.
Who said that? I got Stained and Breaking Benjamin tickets, and this wild question that was asked. We'll get to it next.
1-855-FU-BILLY. Back to the Billy Madison Show.
Guess what? I got Stained and Breaking Benjamin tickets to give away in just a little bit. Somebody's going to win. So that'll be a very good time.
Mm-hmm.
I also tell you what this woman caught from karaoke. She caught a disease from karaoke. And then I got a vengeful son that murdered his stepdad.
Yeah.
He was real mad at his stepdad. Wait till you hear why. So they were just running around asking these questions, to dudes. And, body count seems to be it's a big deal out there, especially for the people that are dating. Men seem to think it's a big deal. Women are like, why is that a big deal? They can't agree on it. Except this guy had an interesting take.
Did you marry a woman that slept with 100 men?
Yes.
Did you marry a woman that slept with 500?
Yes.
A woman that slept with 1,000 men. Would you really marry her?
The fact they sleep with 1,000 men won't change a thing.
All right, so that guy's like, the fact that she slept with 1,000 men won't change a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I feel like it would change some things.
You used to.
You're getting your furniture rearranged a lot.
Just don't think it does anymore.
It doesn't?
No.
Well, again, that dude, he's just romantic.
Uh-huh.
Right? He's like, I don't care. I will love you no matter what.
Right.
He's just, he's like that dude is 100 men, 500 men. It does not matter.
Uh-huh.
It's like, that's a lot of dudes.
That is a lot of dudes.
That's a lot.
1,000's a big number.
That is a big number.
Yeah.
Dude, how many people don't even have $1,000 in their bank account?
Yeah, I mean, most people.
Most people don't have $1,000 in their bank account.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So you look at your bank account, you got $1,000, you're like, damn, that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But ask this dude, hey, you meet a woman, she's been with 1,000 guys, is that a lot? Nah, that's not bad at all.
Nah, it's nothing.
Nothing. That's a lot. It makes no difference.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how Nard is. The only thing that matters to Nard is if she has kids or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Depending on how many kids she has.
That's it. That's the number that matters.
Well, and the number when you step on the scale. But other than that.
Yeah.
That's rude too.
Yep. Both of them are very rude.
Mm-hmm.
But I get it. You're Mr. Slim now. You went on that pancreatitis diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. He went on the pancreatitis diet.
Mm-hmm.
And now look at him. He's all slim and stuff.
Right?
Hey, I don't know. Are you slim for life?
I don't know.
I feel like
Nard's going to have trouble now with girls because girls are going to be like, wow, like you're really unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's that colostomy bag that he has.
I don't have that. What?
What? Oh, I wasn't supposed to say anything.
Oh, yeah.
What?
My bad.
I got no bag.
You're gonna.
What do you mean I'm gonna? No, I'm not gonna have a
I
bag.
forgot to tell you about that. Yeah, I will. He's got to have all these surgeries done. They got to go through his throat and his butt, and they got to go through all this stuff and his side, do all this surgery.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be the first person to ever have their gallbladder removed from their butt.
What?
Yep.
So that's going to be interesting surgery.
It's a discounted surgery.
It is.
Oh,
I got you a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? Does that matter? Chris, that doesn't matter to you, or does it?
No, not really.
Why does it not matter?
Because the past is the past.
It's just sex.
Yeah.
And because I don't think anybody can, see the future and be like, well, I'm going to be with this person, so I better not do it.
Do you know what, though? A ghost doesn't haunt the past. They haunt the present, but they're from the past. So do you think that high a number might haunt your future?
No.
I feel like it might.
I mean, it's all about your perspective on it, and certain guys like Chris and Nard, it doesn't.
Well, 1,000, though. This guy's like...
It's just like, I wonder if that's true. Like, they say that, but I wonder what would happen if they really got with a girl that was with 1,000 dudes.
Besides, what girl's going to tell you her actual number?
That is very true. I don't think any of them.
No.
Aren't you supposed to, multiply it by 3 or something? Is that the
you don't think any of these girls are being honest?
Hell no, they're not.
Like, when you're on a date with them, like, what's the number they usually tell you?
At least 8 or 9.
What? Every one of them says that?
Yeah.
They keep it under 10.
It used to be like 1 or 2. Now
None
it's
of
all
them
the way
are
up
like,
to
God, been
9.
with 50 dudes?
No,
No,
never.
they're not going to tell you that.
Well, listen how romantic this guy is.
Did you marry a woman that slept with 100 men?
Yes.
Did you
Yes. Yes, I would.
marry a woman that slept with 500?
Yes.
A woman
Yes. Yes, I would.
that slept with 1,000 men. Would you really marry her?
The fact they sleep with 1,000 men won't change a thing.
Doesn't change a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I would love it the same. Yeah, that's kind of romantic. This woman says she caught herpes by holding a karaoke microphone too close to her mouth. And now she's got a
That's
forever
where she
disease.
got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where she got it. Mm.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's possible.
A woman has claimed that she contracted the virus, which causes cold sores around the mouth, by holding the karaoke microphone too close to her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
The unnamed woman told her story about her ordeal, which is notorious for causing cold sores around the mouth.
Yeah.
After a wild night of karaoke. Then she developed these big, angry, pissed off blisters on her face. And it was real painful and itchy. She didn't give much thought until they vanished, but then they popped up again. That's when she went to the doctors and they said, hey, you got the herp on your lip, and you're going to have it for life.
Right.
Imagine trying to explain that to your husband.
Well, she's trying to.
Yeah.
I just don't know if he's going to believe her.
Well,
I mean, you
no.
say you got herpes from a karaoke mic?
Yeah, because the other person that had like a cold sore had
Yeah.
it right up on their lip, and then you use it. I don't know if it's possible. Have to look that up, but she claims that's how she got it.
First of all, you're not supposed to have the mic right on your lips.
It happens.
They get too into it.
Yep.
Man, people want a karaoke night. That was one of our most successful things that we have done, is when we had
hell no.
Yeah, karaoke night. You remember
No,
that, Derek?
hell
That was
no.
great.
Hell no. Hell no.
Chris heading that.
Hell no. That was way too much.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was way too much.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
People were getting
I mean,
into it.
it was a little fun, but man, that was a lot of people.
Yeah, it was so many people. So many people were into it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this, but there are people that go around.
Oh, yeah. Traveling karaoke people, no doubt.
Yes, that are almost like professional, and they go around and try and win money.
Yeah. No, Chris used to be a big karaoke guy.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah.
Yeah?
Used to love it.
You used to go every week?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
I
that's
had my
awesome.
costumes.
Costumes.
What do you
Well,
mean
you know,
costumes? Karaoke costumes.
My special karaoke wear.
Well, what would you wear to karaoke?
Just something with some pizzazz in it. Not the usual black shirt that I usually,
Did you ever
something
get
that
herpes?
pops. Never once did I get herpes, though.
Huh. So
All right.
what you're saying is this lady, this is a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Did you ever get it? Did you ever get a W, or do you have a song, like a panty dropper song that you
he's
break
gotta
out?
go to, yeah.
No, but I would, fling a little scarf around a lucky lady in the front,
Oh,
I
so
got
you're a
lots of-
performer.
Like, yeah, no, you're supposed to perform.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You don't just sing.
No, I got it.
I've done stuff where I drop to my knees on the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put on a show.
That is
Right.
cool.
You do the whole "Don't Stop Believing." I just feel like you sing that song.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. But
What's your
the
top
problem with that
five?
one is that everybody sings that one.
Yeah,
What's
Journey's
Chris's
big, yeah,
What's
obviously.
Chris's top five countdown?
I really don't know anymore.
Your
I
karaoke
haven't been
countdown. What's your
karaokeing-
favorite song to sing?
My favorite song to sing, "Suspicious Minds," but the Dwight Yoakam version, not the Elvis version.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you like the country twang one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Elvis one's dope.
Yeah, the Elvis one's great. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Hmm.
This woman pretended to be a cop so she could kidnap her ex-boyfriend's wife.
Damn.
Yeah.
She really loved that dude.
A woman pretended to be this police officer so she could kidnap her ex-boyfriend's wife, claimed the police.
Hmm.
Guess she was like, you know what? You don't get them without a fight.
Yeah.
However, once in the car, Battle then forcefully grabbed the victim's phone as she tried to ring her lawyer and husband. After pulling up some apartment stuff like that, the victim smelled a rat and ran off before the real cops got involved. So this lady was later arrested for impersonating a police officer.
Okay. I mean, what extreme measures she went to.
That dude must have some good dingy dong.
The fact that she acted like dressed up like a cop, whatever it was, just a kidnap.
Yeah.
Her ex-husband's new chick.
Yeah, wife.
Damn. That dude must have ding-a-ling.
Yeah. Had one of those good ones.
Yeah.
A magic one. This drunk sicko pulled down his pants, walked outside, and yelled, "I want to bleep every woman."
All right.
Yeah, he got arrested.
Yeah.
I'm sure dudes think that. They're like, man, I'd love to bleep every woman.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't then do a performance and pull your pants down and then say you're going to do that.
No, you can't. Yeah.
You're going to get in big trouble.
I think so.
Twisted Son was doing some witchcraft, allegedly murdered mom, the dog, and then shared the gruesome footage on Snapchat.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, there's some crazies out there.
Yep.
No, that is.
And this sexy prison guard
Mm-hmm.
got showered with gifts by inmates, and she says all the wives hated her.
Oh, I bet. Oh, all the prisoner wives?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it surprised me to see an actual attractive girl work there.
That's
but-
her. She was a
Damn.
prison guard. This is her.
Hell yeah.
Oh, my
Damn.
God. Yeah, they
Whoa.
probably didn't stop.
No.
Yeah.
She's amassed, hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram due to what she calls her stunning looks.
Mm.
Look at that. There's another photo. This is just her. She's sitting in the chicken position
Yeah.
in bed.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
come on. Like that chick, no way she's a prison guard.
Yeah, that's what she does. She
Those are
does.
like modeling photos.
Yeah, and the inmates, they are big fans of hers.
Of course.
Yeah, duh.
We're big fans of hers.
I told
Look
you,
at that.
inmates used to be big fans of my aunt, who was a big, ugly woman.
This is her. She's a prison guard.
Oh, come
And
on.
all the
No, she's
wives hate her.
not. No, she's not.
Yeah, she guards all those
Like,
those
what are
bad boys.
photos?
She was on a boat.
Yeah.
This other one, she's on a bed and she's wearing her
Right.
jammies. This other one, she looks like she's gonna go have a cocktail or something.
Right.
And then here's another photo of her. She has her butt cheeks out. I guess it must have been a sunny
She's not
day.
a prison guard.
Yeah, she is.
Like, stop.
The
Like,
sunny
it's
days bring
not.
out butt cheeks.
They do.
Go to the mall on a sunny day. You'll
I
see butt
do.
cheeks everywhere.
It's awesome.
I don't know what it is. It's like buns and
Badass.
sun. All right. Anybody want to win some tickets? I got tickets to give away. Stained and Breaking Benjamin, if you would like those.
Oh, wow.
So that would be nice if you'd like to participate in our bit. Nice little trivia.
Mm.
And this cheating wife lit husband on fire before driving over him.
Cheating wife lit husband on fire?
Yeah, she didn't like being caught.
But she was the one cheating.
Yeah.
And then she lit the
She lit
dude
her
she
husband.
was cheating on with on fire?
Yeah. Well,
Huh?
she was upset that he caught her.
Yeah, I've heard about.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, they do that. They
yeah,
don't like being caught.
they lash out. When they get caught cheating, they'll lash out
Yeah,
at
they
you.
will.
They'll get real
That's
mad.
not right.
I know.
They will
She was
spin
really-
zone, they'll
That
do
shouldn't
everything.
happen.
She was really pissed off and then lit him on fire and then drove over him in a car.
Dude.
Adam, would you like to play our
What is that
game?
about?
Adam,
Yes,
you
sir.
get Derek.
Okay.
Congrats.
All right, Adam.
Andrew, you get Nard. Felicia,
take
you
Nard.
get some goof. And
Yay.
Edward, you're going to get Chris.
All right, let's go, Edward.
So congratulations to Edward. Hi, Ed.
How's it going?
All right, excellent. All right, I'm going to hit this button, and we're going to start our game. All right, we're going to do celebrities, true and false. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Question number 1. Beyonce was a member of the girl group TLC.
Chris.
I heard Chris.
That's false.
That is false. Tom Hanks voiced Woody in Toy Story.
Derek.
True. Yes, Derek.
That's true.
That is true. Man, he made a good Woody, didn't he?
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I can't imagine anybody else being Woody.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you know he was good, because you're like, man, nobody else could do that.
Can't nobody.
Yeah, Nard can't make a good Woody.
Nope.
No.
No, he
Nard
can't.
can't do a good anything.
Wow.
Nard doesn't even make a good panhandler.
Yeah, he sucks at it.
Brad Pitt won an Oscar for acting before producing.
Nard.
Goof.
Yes, Nard.
True.
Derek.
Goof.
Yeah, Derek.
That's false.
That is false. Nard, you're in the negative.
I know.
Taylor Swift was born in Pennsylvania.
Goof.
Yes, Goof.
True.
That
Chris.
is
Oh.
true.
Hmm.
She was born in Pennsylvania. Dwayne The Rock Johnson played college basketball.
Derek.
Chris.
Yes, Derek.
That's false.
That is false. Jennifer Lawrence starred in the Divergent movie series.
Goof.
Yes, Goof.
False.
That is false. Did you watch those?
No, I just know she was in the Hunger Games during that.
I got you. Okay. Did you watch the Hunger Games?
Hell
they were
yeah.
badass.
Rihanna is from Barbados.
Derek.
Chris.
I heard Derek.
That's true.
That is true. All right. Leonardo DiCaprio won his first Oscar for Inception.
Nard.
Goof.
Yes, Nard.
True.
Goof.
Derek.
Man, I heard goof.
False.
That is false. What is our score?
I've got 3, Derek with 4, Nard with -2, and Chris with 1.
Keanu Reeves was born in Canada.
Derek.
Goof.
Yeah, Derek.
That's true.
Chris.
Goof.
Yes, Chris.
False.
That is false. He was born in Lebanon. Oprah Winfrey's first name is Oprah.
Chris.
Goof.
I think I heard Chris.
True.
That is true. Kristen Stewart played Hermione in the Harry Potter series.
Yes.
Goof. Dang.
Yeah, Derek.
That's false.
That is false. Drake was an actor before he became a rapper.
Derek.
Chris.
Yeah, Derek.
That's true.
That is true. Emma Watson graduated from Brown University.
Derek.
Yeah, Derek.
That's true.
That is true. Damn, you know
Hey.
you're Hermione.
Duh.
Chris Hemsworth is American.
Derek.
Goof.
Yeah, Derek.
That's false.
That is false. He's Australian down under.
Yeah, he's hot.
He's
All right, what's
hot.
the score?
Derek's got 7, Chris and I at 3, Nard's still at -2.
Cardi B's real name is Is it Belsalis?
Derek.
Yes, Derek.
True.
That is
I
true.
was gonna say that's Derek all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, no, he knows it's Cardi B's.
Yeah, I do. I got
Um,
it. Yep.
Robert Pattinson played Cedric Diggory in the Harry Potter movie.
Derek.
Goof.
Yes, Derek.
That's true.
That is true. It's a landslide.
No
Nard, are
kidding,
you
man.
playing?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay.
No, he's just panhandling.
Yeah.
He's just paying it.
Hold
He's
on.
like, hey,
let's-
can we get to my Venmo?
No.
All right, hold on. We'll take a
I'm
quick
-2.
break and we'll give you a Venmo. I know you're -2 in your bank account
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
Yes,
can we
Nard
wrap
has a
this up,
Venmo.
please?
You gotta donate. for
Nard's
some
got a
reason.
little
I
bit of a
need help.
Venmo. No, he is. He's like,
Help.
help me.
$25. I'll send
Help
true
my
or
hand
false.
out.
Help!
His Venmo is at znard1 if you would like to donate.
Help!
False.
False. Give a point to Chris for that, just for being funny. All right. We got a barn burner here.
No, it's a landslide. Like,
Oh,
no one's
yeah.
catching
Opposite.
Derek. Yeah.
Okay. Megan Fox was planned to be in the original Spider-Man.
Derek.
Yeah, Derek.
That's true.
Chris.
Goof.
Damn it.
Yes, Goof.
False.
It is false. Ed Sheeran is from Australia.
Derek.
Yeah, Derek.
That's false.
That is false. And what's the score?
Derek's got 8, and Chris and I have 4. Nard's still at
Okay, all right,
-2.
we got some time. George Clooney once worked as a professional baseball player.
Derek.
Yeah, Derek.
That's false.
That is false. Millie Bobby Brown is British.
Goof.
Yes, Goof.
True.
That is true. Zac Efron's breakthrough role was in High School Musical.
Chris.
Man, Derek.
That's true.
That's true. You know you're Zach.
Yeah, duh. Hottie.
Yeah. He always said Derek's on Zach's sack.
Yeah.
Post Malone has face tattoos.
Derek.
Yes,
That's
Derek.
true.
That is true. It is over. It is. I got to call mercy.
Mercy rule.
Yeah, mercy rule. Adam, you won. You're going to see Stained and Breaking Benjamin. Wow.
Wow.
That was a landslide.
Yep.
Just an ass whooping, if you will.
Yeah. Well, when you're going up against Nard, it's easy.
Nard ended
You
up
were
with
going against 2 other
-2.
people.
Just you.
What?
Me versus you.
Do you want to hear a cute story real quick since I have time?
Yeah.
This woman met the love of her life in the toilet paper aisle as they both were buying toilet paper.
That's not a love story. Like,
Oh, yeah.
That's just disgusting.
And the two,
Yeah.
to commemorate how they met, they both got a potty tattoo.
Mm.
Oh. Two-ply love.
A toilet tattoo.
Mm.
Man, you just remember, you never know where you're going to meet the love of your life. She showed up that day to get some toilet paper because she ran out and she had to wipe her ass. And she met the love of her life in
Yeah.
the toilet paper aisle. And now they got toilet tattoos.
Wow.
Just don't give up on love, people. You're going to find your special someone. And you never know where. All right, we got the news next.
It's time.
Now it is our job to report the news.
The big-ass giant world news.
The revolution will be broadcast.
On the Billy Madison Show.
All right, let's get to the news. I just saw this where people are freaking out. They're seeing where the Pope lived.
Yeah.
In this very modest one room where he lived for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a bedroom.
Yeah, and it was just
nothing on the walls.
It was small.
Yeah, small. I mean, we're talking small.
Small.
And they compared it to where Joel Osteen lives. Right. And Joel Osteen's got 3 homes on his property, his compound. Looks like he's got 2 swimming pools.
Yeah. Makes you realize how much more successful Joel Osteen was.
Yeah, Joel Osteen has lived in the $10.5 million home.
Yeah.
He's got a huge mansion. You know, servants and all that stuff. And the Pope lived in this tiny little room.
Right.
Just very different.
Yeah, they have, different approaches.
Yeah, different approaches. Well, one is definitely profiting off God.
Yeah.
The other one, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
One is giving and one is receiving, that's for sure.
Well, one is over there and, he's a Catholic and he's, at the
needs
Vatican.
That hat.
I mean, Joel Osteen's here in Texas.
Yeah, he needs that hat, though.
Joel
Jesus
Osteen can't
saves.
live in no bitch-ass little... Nobody's going to follow
spin.
that guy in Texas. And by damn, where's your big-ass house at? I'm not going to follow this broke dude. That's how we think.
Man accused of going on a tree-killing spree with a chainsaw finally arrested. So he went around just taking out trees.
Yeah, I don't know what he's got against trees. Trees are, very good to us.
I like all this shade.
Right. But don't they, they give off oxygen.
They were giving me shade, mocking me.
Don't they soak up like greenhouse?
Well, we can't breathe without trees.
Right.
So they're very, very, very needed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just went around. If you see the destruction, he just went around where these trees are, 100 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Just chopping them down. His bail was set for $150,000. He must have caught a judge that loves trees. $150,000. Going around just chopping, just with a chainsaw, just taking them out.
Yeah. He's obviously psychotic.
Worst job in the world? Pet wellness firm is seeking an intern to sniff doggy breath.
Ugh.
Nard, remember you worked at that one place you had to sniff dogs' butts?
I didn't have to sniff dogs' butts? What?
You did.
Nope.
Yeah, because remember you said that they had the glands there and you'd have to squeeze out their glands and you have to smell it to make sure that you got all the glands
You
squeezed.
could tell what was wrong with them.
Yeah.
If you just smelled their butts.
Plus, that's how you said hello.
No, what?
So you did.
Yeah.
No, but of course you're going to change your tune
you're
right
going to
now.
change your tune now.
Crazy.
Messed up.
These apes form girl gangs to scare off aggressive males.
Oh. Okay.
So all these
They're
girls,
like, hey, we got to get together.
yeah, these female bonobos, or is it bonoboos? I don't know.
Whatever.
They find strength in numbers teaming up to fend off horny males in the wild.
Yeah.
Scientists have long wondered why the bonobos live in generally female-dominated societies since the males are physically bigger and stronger. But the females team up to create girl bands.
I don't hate it.
And these girl groups will chase off the males.
I think it's pretty smart.
Securing food for themselves and females that grouped more ranked higher in their community social ladder. So I guess if you get the most food and you group the most, then you get higher rank. That's so cool.
Yeah, it is.
And the findings have finally been published last Thursday, so that's kind of cool.
Mm.
Yeah, but I guess they're like, we only want the dudes for sex.
Yeah.
That's it.
That sounds aggressive.
Yeah, get these buns and get moving there, dumbass. That's what they do. They hump them and then chase them off, and then all the other girls, get him out, get him out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe you let him hit it.
Well, somebody's got to.
Yeah, we got to keep this going. We got to have our babies.
Mm-hmm.
People are only just realizing what Durex stands for. Chris, you probably know, right?
Durex?
You know
the
the
condoms.
You know the
but what does it
protection,
stand
rubber,
for?
Johnny, whatever you call your
I don't know
these
what it stands
things.
for.
You don't? It stands for durability, reliability, and excellence. Durex.
Durex. Oh, that's a good one, Durex.
Yep. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And a Florida man evades an alligator in the lake to save injured American bald eagle.
Oh, cool.
I don't know. If I see a gator in there and a bald eagle's going to get eaten, I'm just like, nature.
Yeah, no, that's the circle of life.
He believes 2 eagles were fighting when one of them became seriously injured, ended up in the lake.
Mm-hmm.
That's when he saw trouble, and he saw this gator swimming towards this, yummy snack, this bald eagle.
Now you just, dishonored the bald eagle.
Yeah,
by saving him.
Yeah, because it's like, dude, you should have let me die. I was in a gladiator match.
I wanted to die a warrior's death.
And now,
Right.
Now I'm going to live in a home.
Uh-huh. Everybody's going to make fun of me.
All the other ones are going to say I'm a bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that is nice of him, though, but...
Man, I'm not doing it.
Oh, hell no.
Are you going to go in the water where there's a 7-foot gator?
Nope.
Save a bald eagle you don't even know?
Nope.
It's not even your pet.
You imagine if that gator just like, then it chomps onto you instead of the bald eagle? And now it's like, wow, I died trying to save this bald eagle.
What a dumb way to die.
Stupid.
There was this family, they moved into this home, and they made a horrifying discovery in the walls of the home. So they were scraping the walls because they were going to put a different texture or whatever.
Yeah.
They discovered human bones in the walls.
Yeah, it's pretty common, probably.
It was a 16th century farmhouse and discovered a murderer lived next door.
I mean, 16th century, though? Like, yeah.
Yeah, they
I would've just
discovered
let it go.
This person was a murderer.
Any kind of old house like that, I just assume somebody's been murdered in it.
Yeah, you just assume bad things have happened.
Yeah.
Why Travis Kelce unfollowed Ryan Reynolds on Instagram.
Ooh.
Apparently, he doesn't want to be involved in any of that Blake Lively stuff.
No drama for me.
Yeah, he doesn't want to have any drama.
Yeah.
And they saw him lifting weights and stuff like that to get rid of his dad bod to get prepared for the new season. So he says he'd be in tip-top shape. Missouri firefighter paramedic dead. So imagine that you're a firefighter and a paramedic, and you get somebody and you got them in the ambulance, you're taking them to safety, and then they stab and kill you. So the person that they put in the ambulance stabbed this firefighter.
Yep.
Crazy. 'Cause your guard's down.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm saving this woman, and then
Right.
she stabs you.
No, you can't even be, yeah. That's why you just don't help anybody.
It's almost to that point.
It is.
It shouldn't be, but...
It's sad that you're not supposed to help anybody.
I mean, I don't know if you're not supposed to.
Oh, are you? You're supposed to still help
I think,
people?
people would probably still say, yeah, you should help people.
Oh, okay.
It's just like, it's risky.
I don't know. I think you should call, but they are being called. They're the called for help people.
Yeah. No, they are.
Now this person's dead. A family keeps capturing a stranger sneaking into their pool for a swim.
Oh, man.
This happens a lot. Where people go in and use their pool.
Yeah.
Nard did it to you.
That would be crazy to go just jump into somebody else's pool.
Nard built a fort with my brand new chairs that I saved up for.
Mm-hmm.
And he built a big giant fort for his dog.
Oh, that's
he
cool.
built the doghouse out of the chairs. Remember that, Nard?
I do remember.
Yeah, they got they're all rusted now.
Yeah.
They look like ass. It's great. Good investment. You're a good friend.
I thought so.
That's it for us. We'll see you tomorrow.